So let us begin with with Gurudev Kripa Bindudiya. Gurudev Kripa Bindudiya Koro Edasi Trina Pekati Dina.
Gurudev Kripa Bindudiya Koro Edasi Trina Pekati Dina.
Sakala sahane bolodiya koro nija mani sprihahina.
Sakala sahane bolodiya koro nija mani sprihahina.
Sakale saman karite shakati deho nata jata jata.
Sakale saman karite shakati deho nata jata jata.
Tabe toga ibo harinama suke apararaha behata. Kabeheno kripa lobbyare jana krita toho ebenata.
Kabeheno kripa lobbyare jana krita toho ebenata.
Shakti buddhihin amiyati din koro more atmasata.
Shakti buddhihin amiyati din koro more atmasata.
Yogyata vichare kichu nahi pai tomara karuna sara. Karuna na hoile kandiya kandiya prana naraki boara.
Karuna na hoile kandiya kandiya prana naraki
boara. Karuna na hoile kandiya kandiya prana naraki boara. Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Yashomati Nandana Brajavaro Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana
Yashomati Nandana Brajavaro Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara Kaliya Ramana Vidhana Amala Harina Mamiya Vilasa Vipina Purandara Navinana Garavara Vansi Vadana Subhasa Brajajana Palana Asurakula Nasana Nanda Godhana Rako Ala Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Sundara Nanda Gopala Jamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanohara Rasarasita Dipa Moya Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natavara Bhatati Vinora Shraya Jaya Shakti Nandana Suramuni Vandana Bhavavaya Kandana Jayo He Jaya Hari Kirtana Natana Vatana Kalimala Kartana Jayo He Nayana Purandara Vishvarupa Snehadara Vishvambara Vishvera Kalyana Jaya Lakshmi Vishnu Priya Vishvambara Priya Hiya Jaya Priya Kinkara Ishana Shri Sita Dvaitarai Malini Shri Vasajai Jai Chandra Shekhara Rachaja Jaya Nityananda Rai Gadadhara Jaya 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 Hari Ras Namachaja Murari Mukunda Jai Premanidi Mahasai Jayata Prabhur Parishara Bandi Savakara Pai Adha Mere Kripa Hoy Bhakti Sapashara Prabhupada Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Shri Bhakti Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Shri Bhakti Rakha Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanu Gokulu Vaga ki Jai. Vishwani Shri Aisi Bhakti Ranджан Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Sarasaracharya Vrinda ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi Hari Hari.
Jai Shri Bhakti Ранджан Мадхусудан Махарадж ki Jai.
So, how can I serve?
Как я могу послужить вам, спрашивает Шрила Мадхусудан Махарадж.
Расскажите,
Please tell,
как вы впервые столкнулись с идеей создания Кришны?
please tell us about your first acquaintance with the Krishna consciousness ideas.
И как так получилось, что вы попали в Индию и встретили Шрила Махараджа?
And how did it happen that you went to India and met Srila Shridhar Maharaj?
We have discussed this, many times before, and it is also recorded.
Мы уже много раз это обсуждали раньше, и это можно найти в записях.
But for those who don't know, then I can give a summary.
Но для тех, кто может слышать это впервые, я вкратце расскажу.
That I'm a completely ordinary person living in the ordinary world, but came across Krishna consciousness through the books of Srila Prabhupada, by accident, you can say.
Я самый обычный человек, живущий в самом обычном мире, и я совершенно случайно познакомился с идеями сознания Кришны благодаря книгам Шрилы Прабхупады.
And I am always grateful for whoever distributed those books, because I got that book within just a regular shared library in a guest house.
Я очень благодарен тем ребятам, которые распространяют книги, потому что именно благодаря ним я случайно нашел эту книгу в библиотеке домика для гостей.
And I just read actually the book out of boredom. I had like 10 days between two jobs that I was doing, and I just had time on my hands. I already read 2 books from the library. This wasn't my first choice, and then this was just another book. All the books looked boring, and I thought, okay, let's see what is inside this book. It was The Science of Self-Realization was the title.
Название этой книги было «Наука самоосознания». Я познакомился с ней исключительно от скуки, потому что у меня было 10 дней отдыха между двумя работами. Мне название других книг... First, his also first book.
Until today, it is a very good collection of Srila Prabhupada's talks, interviews, etc.
И даже по сей день есть хорошая коллекция книг, записей, бесед с Шрилой Прабхупадой и так дальше. Так вот, я познакомился с этой книгой исключительно от скуки, потому что остальные книги на полке названия казались мне скучными, а тут меня что-то привлекло.
And what struck me about the book was, it just felt who has written this book knows what they are talking about. Really, it is not one of these theory books about the kundalini, raising the airs of the body, meditation, bright lights, these things. We've read stuff like this in the past.
И что меня привлекло, так это ощущение, происходящее прямо в сердце, что автор этой книги совершенно точно знает, о чем говорит. Казалось бы, наука самоосознания, в то время мы были пресыщены разными книгами о кундалини, о практиках дыхания, о медитациях, о ярком свете, о всем таком, но здесь ничего такого не было, просто привлекло.
And you can say the proof of the pudding is in the eating. By reading that book, I became vegetarian within not very far, just a short time inside the book.
И спустя короткое время после того, как я познакомился с этой книгой, я прям почувствовал уже результат от прочтения. Я буквально стал вегетарианцем сразу же.
Because when we read from Srila Prabhupada, it was very clear. Karma, action, reaction.
То, что я прочитал в книге Шрилы Прабхупады, показалось мне совершенно очевидным. Законы кармы, реакции, последствия.
I would not kill an animal, so what is meat? Means we are paying somebody else to kill that animal. We are getting implicated in that karma.
Я животных не убивал, но я покупал мясо животных, уже убитых кем-то, соответственно, в любом случае я делил карму убийцы.
And also there, very quickly in the book, you understand, we should chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So also tried to chant. So I became vegetarian, tried to chant, and kept reading this book.
И вот я прочитал про карму убийцы, стал вегетарианцем. Дальше я прочитал про то, что нужно воспевать Харе Кришна Махамантру, как ее процитировал Шрила Мадхусудан Махарадж. Я начал ее воспевать, продолжал знакомиться с этой книгой.
But then,
What year was that?
1980.
Это было в 1980 году.
But then, gradually I very much wanted to meet the author of this book. Like naturally, or somebody who's this is his lectures, these are his talks. Where is this person? Then A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
Но, прочитав книгу, мне очень захотелось отчаянно познакомиться с автором, написавшим ее, вот с тем самым Шрилой Абхайчаран Бхактивидантой Свами Прабхупадой.
And there was nothing in the book that I had to say that he'd passed away. I thought he would probably be in America, because he was always saying the American boys and girls, etc.
И в книге вообще не говорилось о том, что он уже ушел. Мне вообще тогда казалось, что он находился в Америке, потому что в книге пестрили выражения «американские юноши», «американские девушки».
Anyhow, I was a working person of the world, and then I went that was in Kenya, and then I went from Kenya to London just to visit London. I was not staying in London. Again, I had contract already made, and then I had another job. But in London, there was one address inside the book I had. That was in Soho Street in London. And so I went to Soho Street and went to the temple.
И как-то раз в то время я поехал в Лондон по работе, потому что обитал я в Кении, у меня был заключен контракт о работе. В общем, в Лондон я поехал по делам, и поскольку в этой книге «Науки самоосознания» в конце указывался один лондонский адрес на улице Сохо, я подумал, почему бы не заглянуть, и заглянул туда.
And it was only my third visit. And I visited the Soho Street temple, then they recommended I go also to Watford, the temple that was given by George Harrison. And so it was on my third visit to the temples that it dawned on me. I realized Srila Prabhupada had passed away.
И только в третий раз, когда я в третий раз появился на улице Сохо, в храме, только тогда я понял, что Шрила Прабхупад ушел. А также еще преданные там советовали мне поехать в храм Уотфорд-стрит, тот самый храм, который был построен на средства Джорджа Харрисона.
And on the third visit, did you mention that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
First, I made a stress on that impact.
And then that time I'm also thinking, oh, this is my karma. I am not clean enough. I'm not good enough to be able to meet such a person. This really, I felt like that. I thought, oh, this is my misfortune.
И вот когда на мой третий визит в храме, я понял, что Шрила Прабхупада ушел, я подумал, какая у меня несчастная карма, какой я неудачливый. Вот так вот.
Anyhow, after 1 or 2 more visits to the temple within a short space of time, then the devotees convinced me, means I went to an evening lecture. On Saturday, I went to an evening lecture in Soho Street Temple, in fact. And that time it was very clear to me that I should use my life for this rather than for working the regular world. This is the proper use of my energy, is to give my energy to Krishna through the devotees.
И вот в субботу на вечерней программе в храме в Сохо я понял, что я хочу посвятить свою жизнь этому, что мне больше не интересно заниматься обычной мирской работой. Мне хотелось что-то сделать для преданных.
So anyway, that was the particular time when I made my mind that, okay, I will go to the temple, originally on a 3-month idea, because they said, oh, we have this 3-month Bhakti course about devotional service for 3 months. Then you can decide you will stay in the temple or not.
И тогда я решил пройти 3-месячный курс обучения основ бхакти, тогда это было. Я подумал, почему бы и нет, хочу попробовать.
And so this is where my devotional life began, and that was, I suppose, towards the end of 1980 that I joined the temple.
И это было уже... Так началась моя духовная жизнь, и я присоединился к храму в конце 80-го года.
And then in the beginning of 1982, many disturbances came within that Hare Krishna society.
А в начале 82-го года в обществе сознания Кришны начались разные неурядицы.
And that disturbance brought myself and many to come to the lotus feet of Srila Sridhar Maharaj.
И благодаря этим неурядицам я понял, что хотел бы познакомиться с Шрилой Шридхаром Махараджей и познакомиться с его лотосоподобными стопами.
Как вы узнали, что он вообще есть?
How did you know that he existed?
Because we came to know what Srila Prabhupada had said about Srila Sridhar Maharaj, that he is my Siksha Guru, etc. And at that time there were some transcripts of these talks which were going around on typed, carbon-copied paper.
Мы узнали как, нам просто говорили о том, мы читали об этом, что сам Шрила Прабхупада называл Шрилу Шридхара Махараджем своим шикшагуру, были затранскрибированы лекции, беседы, где он упоминал об этом.
То есть тогда была эта информация более доступна, чем сейчас?
So does it mean that at that time, that information that Srila Sridhar Maharaj was shikshaguru of Srila Prabhupada was, that this information was more, clear and obvious for everybody? Like,
I cannot say for everybody. I was new, we live in a very, I don't know what's going on everywhere else, it's not in the age of the Facebook, etc. But we had the good fortune to find out, and others also around the world had good fortune to find out, and came to Srila Sridhar Maharaj, especially at that time, after those disturbances.
Ну, за всех я говорить не могу и не собираюсь, говорит Шрила Мадхусудан Махарадж, но я и другие люди, которые об этом узнали, чувствовали себя достаточно удачливыми для того, чтобы понять, что он есть, и это помогло преодолеть эти трудности, которые начинали быть.
And I'd heard some talk of Srila Sridhar Maharaj, in fact, while cleaning one of the sannyasi's cars in England. Then I had a tape there, and I listened to the tape.
И как-то раз я убирал машину одного уважаемого саньяси и случайно наткнулся на кассету. Я ее, разумеется, вставил, послушал и услышал беседу Шрилы Шридхара Махараджа на кассете в записи.
But however we get our first book or our first introduction, it is Krishna's arrangement. Sometimes we say, the book found me, I did not find the book.
Я могу сказать, что это Кришна все устроил таким, так сказать, чисто случайным образом, чтобы я нашел книжку, и вот все это произошло. Но, по сути дела, в таких случаях, говорят, эта книга нашла меня.
And how we came to Guru Maharaj, we can say that was by also descending arrangement, not by our cleverness that we do anything, but Krishna's grace, he brought us to Srila Guru Maharaj.
Также я могу сказать, что это не исключительно благодаря милости Кришны я познакомился с Шрилой Шридхаром Махараджем, как так сказать, тоже, опять же, почему-то, чисто случайно, но это, скажем так, нисходящая свыше случайность.
Какое ваше первое впечатление было о Шридхаре Махарадже?
What was your first impression about Srila Shridhar Maharaj?
First impression means it is automatically we are in the shelter of family. It is just almost like Guru Maharaj would say about home comfort, coming home. We are here, we are at home, we are under Guru Maharaj's shelter, under his glance. It was not for us to judge him, already we know, oh, he's a great personality.
Абсолютно естественно произошло ощущение, что я дома, что наконец-то я попал домой, что я в прибежище. Это было абсолютно естественное ощущение, и именно так я и почувствовал.
Как вот в быту Шридхара Махараджа у вас был? Он был строгим или он наоборот обо всех заботился?
What kind of person was Shridhar Maharaj? Was he a strict one, or he provided some very, very tender care for you?
Well, we know Srila Guru Maharaj a lot through Srila Govinda Maharaj, Srila Gurudev. This is the first thing.
Первое, что нужно сказать, что мы узнавали Шрилу Гуру Махараджа благодаря Шриле Гурудеву.
And he reminds us that we saw Guru Maharaj in his later pastimes.
Он напоминал нам постоянно о том, что мы знакомы, что мы видим Шрилу Гуру Махараджа в его заключительные божественные деяния, в его последний этап жизни.
And Gurudev described how very strict Guru Maharaj was in earlier years.
И Шрила Гурудев описывал, насколько строгим Шрила Гуру Махарадж был в свои более молодые годы.
Where the brahmacharis were afraid to walk in front of his veranda in case they get some chastisement.
Жесткие брамачари реально боялись проходить мимо его веранды, на цыпочках буквально ходили мимо его веранды, боясь того, что он их вот в общем жестко отругает.
But when we came to him, it was very much like a fatherly, affectionate, caring mood from him to us.
Но когда мы к нему пришли, то я улавливал исключительно настроение нежной отеческой заботы в наш адрес.
And yes, we've seen some examples of like Guru Maharaj very strict and his like intolerance of things which are wrong as far as the Siddhanta and practice go. We've seen some example very clear in front of our eyes. But in general, very affectionate and very broad to accommodate us coming from the West with bad samskar, bad inbuilt nature, if you like.
Я лично воочию видел очень много раз, как Шрила Гуру Махарадж нетерпимо просто относился к каким-то косякам, что касается восприятия сиддханты, восприятия духовной практики. Он терпеть этого не мог.
Sometimes devotees would come to Guru Maharaj with some complaint about something that is taking place somewhere. That they're saying, oh, they're coming with the mood, trying to get Guru Maharaj's support, that this is wrong, this leader, he's doing wrong things. They would come and give some complaint against some leader.
Бывало, к нему приходили люди в таком настроении пожаловаться на какого-то лидера для того, чтобы заручиться поддержкой. Я видел это.
But Guru Maharaj would always, first of all, take the broad view, trying to understand what is the thinking of the person who's doing the various things he may be doing.
Гуру Махарадж всегда старался широко воспринимать ситуацию и понять, зрить в корень, сказать, понять, что руководит человеком, который к нему пришел, что движет им.
So understanding that mentality and then afterwards giving the balanced opinion of why it is whatever % right or wrong.
И только поняв, что движет человеком, на каком уровне ментальности он находится, он давал взвешенный ответ, что ему казалось правым, а что нет.
Guru Maharaj was not quick to be sucked into somebody who says, oh, he's doing this, he's a very bad person, to immediately say, oh yes, he's doing that, he's a very bad person. He's trying to understand why.
Гуру Махарадж не был таким, что вот к нему придут, пожалуются, и он сразу же поддержит, скажет, да, он плохой. Нет, он всегда старался понять, почему. Он старался сначала подумать хорошо, прежде чем ответить. И отвечал он очень взвешенно.
But he was our fatherly, affectionate, deep and like substantial guardian.
Но по сути он был нашим хранителем, тем, кто нас охраняет и охраняет по-отцовски.
У меня есть вопрос, который связан с тем, что вот какое вот именно было вот впечатление, когда вы только-только первый раз пришли в Мадх к учителям Шридхару Махараджу, Говинде Махараджу, и вы были западные преданные, то есть какое было отношение? Понятно, что это была любовь, но все равно не было ли какой-то поначалу дисгармонии или какого-то расстояния. И мы также знаем, что Хришикеш Махарадж рассказывал, что когда они путешествовали по Индии, и они искали, у них закончились деньги, и они искали Сарасват Мадх, то вы их очень ласково встретили возле ворот храма, провели и позаботились о них.
What was your first impression when you came to temple to Sridhar Maharaj? Because like you were a Western devotee, what was the attitude towards Western devotees? Were there any clashes between Indian devotees? And this past part one of the question. And second part one.
So part one of the question, no clashes. We are completely at home. They were very tolerant of us.
Нет, ничего такого, никаких трений не было, к нам относились очень терпимо и заботливо. Part 2 of the question, I heard Rishikesh Maharaj speaking about when they ran out of money and were looking for the temple, how you met them at the gates of Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Math. Can you speak about that accident?
Accident?
Not accident, like not incident, like case, how do you say, like episode. I'm trying to get the right word.
Actually, you will hear better from them because they remember very clearly that specific occasion. And Rishikesh Maharaj puts quite a lot of stress on that, and he was very happy. But I have to say, from our side, we are meeting and greeting devotees always. So we are meeting so many devotees happily, and the detail of his arrival will be clearer in his mind than mine. I remember something. I remember also meeting Avadut Maharaj for the first time and things like this. But the specific details, because it's their unique experience, you will get more precisely from them. But we are happy. Whoever has come, Krishna has brought them. There is a reason why they've come. So we are there to make as much success of their arrival as possible. This I can say.
И Шрила Мадхусудан Махарадж говорит, это лучше у них спросить, у тех, у других участников тех событий, они, наверное, лучше помнят. Я знаю, что Шрила Хришикеш Махарадж очень часто любит особенно подчеркивать этот случай, эту историю. Но, а как мы могли их иначе встретить, как не нежно и не с любовью? Ведь нам всегда говорят, что все, кто попадают в храм, это неспроста, это не случайные гости, их послал нам сам Кришна. Вот как бы вот так и было. Нет, я, конечно, помню, как я их встретил, могу что-то рассказать. Я даже помню, как я впервые увидел Шрила Авадута Махараджа.
And this was the mood of Guru Maharaj, this was the mood of Gurudev, that everyone has come a long way, both physically but also conceptually, to come to Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Math, to come in through those gates. So they have come such a long way. They must be nourished, both somewhere to stay, but nourished as far as how to get as much spiritual nourishment as possible during their visit.
Им было настроение нежности и заботы при встрече гостей, это было настроение Шрилы Гуру Махараджа и Шрилы Гурудева, потому что не только физическим образом эти люди пришли к воротам Шри Чайтанья Сарасвати Матха, они концептуальным образом пришли туда.
And Gurudev, he would encourage Guru Maharaj when devotees have come from far away, but Guru Maharaj is not feeling well. But Gurudev encouraging him, Maharaj, you just give 5 minutes or just don't say anything, just sit there and let them be with you, they will be happy. And then Gurudev said, but once Guru Maharaj was with the devotees, then he happily reciprocating with them and sometimes talking for 1-2 hours when he initially didn't have any intention.
И на тот момент Гуру Махарадж уже был в достаточно преклонном возрасте, он бывало чувствовал слабость и не мог, бывало, долго давать какие-то лекции, но Шрила Гурудев его уговаривал, говорил, ну вот люди ж к вам пришли, вы просто выйдете, ну посидите, просто молча посидите, и люди молча на вас посмотрят, полюбуются вами, и этого будет достаточно. Но это был такой некий трюк, потому что когда Шрила Гуру Махарадж выходил, он не мог удержаться от того, чтобы начать с ними общаться, чтобы делиться с ними чем-то, и бывало, беседа длилась часа 2.
And similarly, Gurudev himself, in his later pastimes, he showed sickness. I mean, he had tubes in his nose and much difficulty. But he would always say, they have come from so far to see me. They must make arrangement for them to meet with me.
И такое же настроение впоследствии наблюдалось и у Шрилы Гурудева, когда он уже был совсем слабенький, и у него в его носике были эти трубочки для дыхания помогающие. Он все равно говорил, ну как я могу, эти люди приехали столь издалека, чтобы увидеть меня, нужно обязательно устроить им встречу со мной.
The theme very much being to encourage, to nourish, to wake up everybody to see their greatest fortune. And this is what we hopefully are trying to still extend in their name.
Ну, и такова тема пролития божественной милости, вот удачи. Этим мы и стараемся заниматься, этим вот мы стараемся проповедовать и вдохновлять.
They didn't do this only for those who were in front of them. It was a very broad campaign. They wanted good for everybody.
Эти личности желали блага всем, не только тем, кто находился возле них. Это кампания широчайших масштабов.
В каком году вы впервые попали к Штхар Махараджу? Это был, может, 82-й?
What year did you first meet Штхар Махарадж? Was it 1982?
Yes, Gaura Purnima.
Да.
Just after Gaura Purnima. The disturbances in ISKCON came just before Gaura
Это
Purnima.
был самый такой сложный год, когда ИСККОН начал вот эти против Штхара Махараджа истории все. Как вообще в храме, в Мадхе, какая была атмосфера? Может, вы что-то запомнили из тех событий такого?
Да, это было сразу после Гаура Пурнимы, потому что эти все беспокойства начались до. And it was a very hard year at the time for ISKCON. How did temple residents, what was their attitude towards what was happening in ISKCON? What was the attitude in general in the temple towards these difficulties at that time? What was the atmosphere about it?
In which temple?
В каком храме?
Сарасвати.
In Saraswati.
What is the temple? The temple is Guru Maharaj and Gurudev. They are always caring, and the greatest well-wisher of ISKCON is Guru Maharaj, is Gurudev. They are their greatest well-wishers. They are very sad to see these unfortunate things happen.
В каком храме? Сам Гурудев и сам Шрила Гуру Махарадж, они и есть храм, они олицетворяют его, они исключительно полны нежности и заботы, и, разумеется, им было достаточно грустно смотреть на то, что происходило с такой организацией, как ISKCON, потому что они являлись его наибольшими доброжелателями. Доброжелателями ISKCON имеется в виду.
Может, что-то не на камеру было сказано, не попало в записи какие-то, может быть. Я вот это вот хотел узнать.
I just wanted to know maybe some thoughts that were not videotaped, some secret intimate thoughts about what was going on. That was my inquiry and my question.
Actually, Guru Maharaj and Gurudev not secretive. They are very open book.
Гуру Махараджа, Шрила Гурудева, они не секретничали, они наоборот были подобны открытой книге.
Прозвучало такое выражение, то есть слово, что мы не случайно люди попадают в Сарасват Мадх или вообще там какой-то вот, то есть сердца наших гуру, они открыты принять каждого, и иногда среди преданных бывают какие-то трения, непонимания, и нужно... И Говинда Махарадж, он вспоминал, что он тоже неоднократно пытался там забрать чемодан и уехать, он что-то не выдерживал, но всегда он вспоминал, что Шрила Шридхар Махарадж, он останавливал его своей заботой и любовью. И я хотел просто заметить, что нам, преданным, нужно вот это вот помнить, что мы как бы не случайно ознакомились, и вот эта вот ситуация произошла в нашем жизненном пути. И как-то помочь, может быть, оно нам будет помогать бороться с нашим ложным эго.
Well, I've heard that you just said that that everyone comes to the gates of Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Math not by accident, not accidentally, and also I've just heard that our gurus are willing to accept everyone in their hearts, and that's what I just wanted to comment on. I put it short.
Yes.
Да.
That includes you.
И тебя в том числе готовы принять тоже.
Look how many people live. Look, we're in amongst these blocks of flats. How many hundreds, thousands of people live within a very short radius. How many people have got that good fortune to come through the doors, I mean a different kind of door you can say, but through the door to this association of that highest type coming from Saraswati Thakur, Guru Maharaj and Gurudev.
Посмотри, сколько людей, где вокруг живут, везде люди живут, много людей везде живут, и какое процентное соотношение, сколько людей приходят к Гурудеву, приходят в миссию.
So we need to help each other as much as possible, to help in the right conception and to help to keep each other safe. And the biggest danger is Vaishnava Apara.
И поэтому нас очень мало, мы поэтому должны держаться вместе, должны поддерживать друг друга максимально и стараться помогать друг другу и избегать оскорблений преданных.
То есть, насколько я понимаю, то есть почему-то люди не все готовы принять какие-то идеи, то есть наши, например, идеи, то есть многие, то есть совершенно действительно какое-то маленькое количество людей готовы что-то воспринять и этим вдохновиться. И в соответствии мы наша задача озвучивать эти идеи, несмотря кто вокруг, то есть и ждать все-таки, что повалится именно тот, кому это будет актуально, то есть наша задача озвучивать идеи и просто быть открытым к тем, кто готов откликнуться.
So what is our goal is just to push forward and make these ideas heard by everyone, not giving care who we talk to, and just hoping that someone to whom we speak, and we speak broadly, will resonate in his heart and will join us. Do I understand you right?
Not caring who we speak to.
Вне зависимости от того, кому говорить.
First, we want to ourselves practice. We want to worship the Lord through Sankirtan, worship the Lord through Gaura Nitai, through Sri Guru. The process, this in a nutshell is our process.
Наша задача не проповедовать, а самим углубиться в духовную практику с точки зрения Шрилы Гуру Махараджа, Шрилы Гурудева, медитировать на Гаура Нитай. Вот этот процесс необходим прежде всего.
And this Sankirtan means to chant the glories of the holy name far and wide.
А сам по себе духовная практика Санкиртана означает широчайшее восприятие, широчайшее прославление и воспевание святых имен.
We shall try to give faith to the faithless.
Мы должны стараться дать веру тем, кто потерял ее или у кого ее нет.
And to those who have some faith, we shall try our best to chant the glories of the name, the glories of the Vaishnavas, the glories of Sri Guru.
А тех, у кого эта вера уже есть, вот с этими людьми мы должны стараться совместно воспевать славу Вайшнавов, славу Шри Гуру, славу святого имени.
But if to the faithless you try to chant the beauty, glories, pastimes of Krishna, beauty, glories, pastimes of Guru, etc., what will be the result? It will be unhelpful.
Но если вы будете проповедовать славу Гуру, Вайшнава, Святого Имени тем, у кого вообще нету в это веры, ну что это будет? Это будет как минимум бесполезно.
So we try to understand who we are speaking to.
То есть прежде всего, перед тем, как что-то проповедовать, нужно понять, кому вы проповедуете.
And first give some foundation of faith, why you should have faith. Then with faith, then we can say more and more.
И поняв, кому проповедуете, понять, на каком уровне находится его вера, в чем его фундамент. И вот потом уже заходить на его фундамент и говорить ему согласно этого, укрепляя его веру по чуть-чуть, постепенно.
Shukadeva Goswami, he was speaking to faithful people, you can say. They all know, oh, spiritual life, this is real life, many things, great yogis.
Шукадев Госвами, он проповедовал очень верующим людям, величайшим мудрецам и йогам.
But he was cautious to directly speak about Radharani and Krishna in that gathering.
Но и он вел себя предельно осторожно и аккуратно, говоря о такой возвышенной личности, как Шримати Радхарани.
So much so, in the whole of Srimad Bhagavatam, Radharani's name is not mentioned precisely as this.
И в таком ключе, даже подумай, само имя Шримати Радхарани ни разу как таковое не упоминается в Шримад Бхагаватам.
So for time, place and circumstance, and to everyone we want to do good, but not to everyone we are going to immediately show all of these fine things which need some foundation to understand.
Разумеется, мы желаем блага всем и каждому, но это не означает, что мы сходу кого-то увидели и начали ему раскладывать все высочайшие концепции вот на духу открывать. Нет, ни в коем случае этого делать не нужно, все постепенно.
And prasadam, actual prasadam distribution also is very helpful. It is giving agyata sukriti to those people. Unknowingly they are getting some benefit.
Распространение прасада – это очень действующее средство. Это таким образом, когда мы кормим, угощаем кого-то прасадом, то те, кого мы угощаем, получают агьята сукрити.
But the process for this age is nama sankirtan.
Но процесс в эту эпоху – это нама санкиртана, духовный процесс.
So we must practice and we must encourage others to do so.
Поэтому мы должны прежде всего сами заниматься духовной практикой и уже во вторую очередь вдохновлять других на нее.
Let me just take a break for a second. You can think your question.
Шрила Мадхусудан Махарадж просит легкий перерывчик.
No, I'm coming straight back.
Он сейчас вернется.
Как бы задать вообще правильные вопросы, чтобы интересует вообще максимум историй, как вот там связано с Шихаром Махараджем.
Ну, вообще, как бы, да, здорово, что...
Я не знаю, как корректно это спрашивать.
Так вы не тушуйтесь, просто спрашивайте, как есть, и все. Расскажите какую-то ту историю такую, вообще не тушуйтесь просто.
Может, вот я хотел сказать, может спросить, как, вот, ну, я, допустим, не видел, да, вживую Шихара Махараджа.
Смотри, поиграйся, помнишь, вот помнишь, как в детстве анкеты были? Твой любимый цвет, там, твой любимый группа. Помнишь, ну, в детстве были такие анкеты, писали там люди детские, помнишь? Ну, поиграйся в это с ним, грубо говоря, расскажите какую-то смешную там историю или вдохновляющую историю там, вот, ну, расскажите там такую-то штуку там, или там, ну, вот такого, ну, не парься. Он закрытый, не, так он не, он так закрытый очень, понимаешь, он очень сокровенно, это его вещи, он держит их вот так вот. Спросите его про первое служение, про шалаграм Шилы, типа, вот мы слышали что-то про шалаграм Шилы, типа, вот крутая история очень.
Конечно, ну, наверняка еще что-то.
Потому что он сам на мои вопросы морозится отвечать, бывает один на один, ну я просто говорю, вот я бывает один на один начинаю его.
Я думаю, как задать правильный вопрос, я не знаю.
Но мне кажется, что вообще здорово слышать.
Да просто спрашивай и все, а там он найдет что понять, он просто такой, он же отфильтровывает, он же очень, ну как это сказать, зрящий.
Идентичный.
Не,
Да.
ну, потому что за свои слова придется отвечать. Зачем какую-то волну на это все?
Не,
Ну
ну
да.
просто спросить,
Событий
как
много
можно
было, и
жить,
сложные
да.
ситуации какие-то были.
Мы же для себя это делаем.
Главное, он терпеть не может негатив. Надо его спрашивать что-то такое, ну...
Это не он один, это у вайшнавов вообще. у
Ну
всех.
да. Но он особенно, он прям на него аллергирует. Очень сильно вибрирует аллергически. Вот, спрашивает, что она такое позитивное, конструктивное.
Я слышал один...
Это то, что я от себя могу посоветовать, типа, ну как, чтобы помочь. Потому что я там, когда начинаю его спрашивать какое-то там такое, он меня просто беспощадно тушит, что даже слышать ничего не хочу.
Я слышал одну историю, мне рассказывали вот на фестивале преданные, что к нему в Сочи подошел преданный на Райана Мадха, и он спрашивал, тот преданный, Мадхусудан Махараджа, а нужно ли мне идти на эту лекцию? И он ему очень толерантно, ну, потому что вот вайшнавы и все Махараджи не все открыты, он сказал, нет, к вам не нужно идти на это, у вас есть ваш гуру, да.
Вообще он старается избегать таких этих на камеру, если честно, вот, моментов. Ну вот типа а-ля, вот, как ты Каша говоришь.
Ну, такие, в общем,
Я тоже
вопрос-
тоже исследую.
Ага.
Okay.
We just were speaking that it's great to listen something from real life about Srila Maharaj because it's more it's occasion to imagine to be in to listen about the situations and life when Srila Maharaj was just nearby you, and it's so great to know. And so Sanandan is really interested about something alive, about situations and something.
Потому что если мы не спросим, то никто не спросит, и это...
Because Sanandan said that if we not asking, so nobody will ask. So Sanandan really want to feel this.
В будущем никто не узнает.
And if Sanandan doesn't ask, so nobody will know and nobody will ask. So he's very he's ready to ask.
Some private stories, maybe. Как-то вот.
Yeah, but I think that it's about
Not political stories.
everyday
Prabhu, I
life.
don't have any political stories. I don't. I have nothing to do with
I
politics.
know.
No, I'm serious. You are saying not political story. I don't have to filter out the political story.
It's everyday life when in Madh when Maharaj is nearby, and it's for me it's interesting to hear because it's occasion to see this and to feel the person that you are looking on the picture, on the photo, is more alive when some stories is.
Помоги перевести. Вот, допустим, интересная история служения. Ну, переведи. Ну, переведи Махараджу. А вот ты что-то пришел. Что есть, вот, допустим, интересная история о служении.
There is a very interesting story about one service.
Сиддханта Махарадж.
Сиддханти.
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 Ну, Сиддханти.
Сиддханти Махарадж. Он, по-моему, поливал водой крышу комнаты Мадха, где Говинда Махарадж.
He was pouring with water the roof of the mat where Govinda Maharaj lived or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes?
Было дело.
Я имею в виду, что
What I mean is,
в таком ключе
in
может
this-
что-то интересное вспомните
maybe
о
you can-
вашем служении. Может,
maybe-
какие-то были моменты
maybe in this, similarly, maybe you can share with us some of your interesting services that you were doing, that you were performing. Can you share with us some of the like specific, like unordinary services or tasks that you were asked to do? Can you please share? Because we feel you have a lot of stories, but we are quite shy to ask some particular ones because
То есть зачем-
Stories will come out automatically. I'm not going to sit and give a whole
Зачем мы
list.
это спрашиваем?
Да.
Может быть, складывается впечатление, что это может быть какие-то неважные истории, но для нас они важны, потому что это погружает нас в определенную атмосферу.
Немножко
Well,
об этом
we want to make it clear for you all that, of course, surely for you they might seem not important or something, but for us, we get involved in this like very, very auspicious atmosphere when you share the kind of stories with us. Please understand us correctly and excuse us if we are trying to push on too hard if it's intimate for you.
No, everything is good. Just now you mentioned about Shiva Bhakti Premik Siddhanti Maharaj, and at that time his name was Chidananda Prabhu. And then he had a big heart. He always wanted to give service, to give relief, to help. He always wanted to help, you can say, especially to Gurudev, Guru Maharaj, to the devotees.
Вы упомянули Шилу Бхакти Примик Сиддханти Махараджа, на то время его звали Читананда Прабху. Это был исключительной доброты преданный, который всегда старался всем преданным помочь, всем облегчить участь преданных. И особенно он прилагал усилия в служении Шиле Гурудеву.
And in the summer in India, the summer in Navadvip, it gets very hot.
Летом в Навадвипе в Индии становится безумно жарко.
But you are asking for some of our experiences and what we have seen, so I can say something of Guru Maharaj, because this is of value, of course. Guru Maharaj is nature, is the valuable.
Ты спрашиваешь меня о каких-то историях, о том, что я видел, что для меня ценно. Пойми, для меня самое ценное это Шри Гуру Махарадж, я могу о нем рассказывать вечно.
And Guru Maharaj, he lived on the top floor. Actually, originally, before our time, he lived downstairs.
Тогда Шрила Гуру Махарадж, когда в наше время, когда я пришел, он жил наверху, на верхнем этаже. Хотя в начале всего он жил где-то внизу, на первых этажах.
And there are some very old pictures, black and white pictures of Chaitanya Saraswat Math, where you can see that Bhajan Kutir house, the building of Guru Maharaj, it was one story, it was a flat story.
Даже можно где-то найти черно-белые фотографии самых начал Чайтанья Сарасвати Матха. Мы там даже можно заметить это маленькое одноэтажное строение Баджан Кутир Шрилы Гуру Махараджа.
And then Gurudev built on top of that a second story, so that Guru Maharaj won't have to notice and see all the activities of the brahmacharis, which may not always be perfect, downstairs.
So, not to notice or just not to notice? So,
Gurudev built upstairs, so Guru Maharaj will live upstairs and not be disturbed by what is happening downstairs.
I got it now. I'm sorry, but I need
okay.
to translate it correctly. И тогда Шрила Гурудев построил второй этаж и, скажем так, попросил Шрила Гуру Махараджа жить там, на втором этаже, лишь по той причине, чтобы Шрила Гуру Махарадж не беспокоился тем, что могли, скажем так, чудить иногда некоторые брамачари на первом этаже.
But in the later years of Guru Maharaj's pastimes, he had much difficulty, he showed much difficulty in the heat.
Но позднее, в свои поздние годы, жить на втором этаже стало сложно из-за жары.
And those days the electricity was very poor. When we are first there, the electricity is very poor.
В те дни электричество было очень-очень слабым.
Even if you have a fan, every evening the light bulb will look just brown, completely brown. If you have a candle, it is brighter than the light. Every evening. Like that.
Поток электричества был таким слабым, что даже вот если вот была лампа наверху, она еле-еле светилась. Свет от свечи и то ярче был.
So the fan would only go very slow, and so that in another way gave savor for us also, for fanning Guru Maharaj.
Поэтому вы можете себе представить, с какой скоростью крутился вентилятор под потолком. Но это, в свою очередь, предоставляло нам возможность для служения, для обветривания, для проветривания Шрилы Гуру Махараджа.
But the devotees, they asked to Guru Maharaj, please, now it is the age of air conditioners. Please let us give you an air conditioner.
Но потом преданные сказали ему, Шриле Гуру Махараджу, пожалуйста, сейчас наступила эпоха кондиционеров. Давайте установим кондиционер, пожалуйста, просим вас.
But Guru Maharaj did not agree.
А Гуру Махарадж не одобрил.
He said, what will all the devotees say? I am this position of the senior most, he knows his position. But what will they all say? Now Sridhar Maharaj is enjoying in air conditioning because of the Western devotees' money coming inside.
Гуру Махарадж был непоколебим. Он сказал, ничего подобного, что обо мне скажут люди. Он же прекрасно понимал свой статус, свое высочайшее положение. И он говорит, что они обо мне скажут? Они скажут, что Шрила Шридхар Махарадж наслаждается теперь кондиционером за бабки западных преданных? Нет.
So Guru Maharaj was careful. He was careful to make the proper, not only practice, but what is seen by others, that others won't accuse and make offense.
Поэтому Шрила Гуру Махарадж был очень внимателен и умел смотреть наперед. Он прекрасно понимал, что какие-то языки могут пытаться нанести оскорбления, если поставят кондиционер, говоря именно так, как он, какими объяснениями он отказывался.
And it was only before the summer of 87 that Guru Maharaj agreed. That year, very much difficulty with the body, and he agreed. And then the devotees, they got the air conditioning, they got a bigger generator so that the generator will give enough electricity for the air conditioner.
И он согласился на это только перед летом 1987 года, когда он был уже совсем слабенький, когда тело требовало внимания все больше и больше, и только тогда он дал свое разрешение на это и установили кондиционер.
So only at the very last time did Guru Maharaj accept that facility.
То есть Шрила Гуру Махарадж допустил установку этого устройства буквально в самом конце уже.
And before that, devotees tried many things, including putting water to the roof. But all it did was make hot water.
Ну а до этого преданные старались сделать очень много разных вещей, чтобы облегчить проветривание. Они старались помещать воду на крышу, но в итоге ничего хорошего с этого не выходило. На крышу вода превращалась в кипяток.
And they tried all around Guru Maharaj's veranda. On two sides, it is open. It is a veranda. All around the veranda, putting this coconut matting, which when you make wet, it stays wet for a time, so it can give you cooler air. Put coconut matting and then a system of keeping it wet, but it had minimal effect. It did not have any substantial cooling effect.
I just don't know the word matting, everything else I understand.
Coconut, like a floor mat made of...
now I got it.
But it is not coconut, the part you eat, from the husk of the coconut. Mm-hmm. It is very rough, actually.
Преданные даже пытались развесить вокруг циновки из кокоса для того, чтобы как-то проветриваться, потому что они, говорят, помогают прохладе, но ничего не помогало на самом деле.
But we have found Guru Maharaj many times by the grace of his servitors, giving us that opportunity.
Но по милости слух Шрилы Гуру Махараджа мы очень часто, буквально вручную, опахалом пытались опроветривать Шрилы Гуру Махараджа, очень счастливы за такую возможность послужить ему лично.
And not as a formality, like in arati or something, but because he is hot and we need to cool him.
Это не просто была какая-то формальность, там, как вроде бывает на арате. Нет, ему было по-настоящему душно, и мы пытались его, сделать ему свежий воздух.
And also massaged Guru Maharaj.
Также мы делали массаж Шри Гуру Махараджа.
Under instruction of how to massage, so as to keep the circulation strong and the muscles strong.
Нам даже проводили инструктаж, как делать массаж правильно, чтобы поддерживать правильную циркуляцию лимфы в организме и для того, чтобы мышцы были сильными.
Because during those years, Guru Maharaj did not take exercise as such outside.
Потому что уже в те годы Шрила Гуру Махарадж, он как бы не занимался зарядкой как таковой вообще, нужно было как-то поддерживать его в тонусе.
But he would walk up and down while chanting japa and while not chanting japa. He would walk up and down that L shape of his veranda.
Но он бывало ходил вверх и вниз, туда-сюда во время чтения джапы на английской L-образной форме своей веранды.
And for his support, to help him, for his support in a later time, not when we were first there, but later, then he had a handrail put around so that he always can hold the handrail for support.
В впоследствии мы поместили там определенную, скажем так, как сказать, рельсу, не рельсу, ну, ручки вокруг веранды, чтобы, за которые он мог бы держаться в качестве поддержки.
But normally we think a handrail is sort of this height, but Guru Maharaj had a high handrail.
Обычно, скажем так, вот как это называется, подскажите, вот эти. Поручень, точно. Обычно поручень находится на средней примерно высоте, но поскольку Шрила Гуру Махараджа были длинные высокие руки, их поместили выше эти поручни, чтобы он мог за них держаться. Вот,
And interestingly too, then Guru Maharaj had a walking stick, but his walking stick, normally a walking stick is sort of this high, and people walk like this, but he had a very tall walking stick.
И точно так же, что интересно, у Шрилы Гуру Махараджа была палочка для ходьбы, вот, ну и как правило, трость, да. Вот была трость, и, как правило, ну, трости какого размера? Опять же, среднего по пояс, но трость Шрилы Гуру Махараджа была такой большой. It was like his height?
Not his height, but it was quite tall. I was looking to see. We have the picture. I don't have it immediately at hand.
Ну, не его роста, но вот такая все равно приличного размера. Я искал фотографию, говорил, Шрила Мадхусудан Махарадж, но сейчас пока не могу быстро найти. We have seen it. It's kind of curved, right?
Yes, yes.
Да, она самая.
And one of our British devotees actually said to me, "Oh, Guru Maharaj's walking stick like Jesus' walking stick, like a shepherd going to catch the sheep." Then, oh yeah, and we can be caught by the shepherd.
Бывало, преданные говорили, трость Шрилы Гуру Махараджа подобно трости Иисуса, как бы трости этого пастуха, да.
But I never made that correlation. But now we can think Jesus had a walking stick like Guru Maharaj's.
Я никогда таких параллелей не проводил, но если бы меня попросили провести, то я бы скорее сказал, что это у Иисуса была трость, подобная трости Шрилы Гуру Махараджа.
Харе Кришна.
Что Махарадж не часто, наверное, спускался вниз, он в основном там находился.
Сиддхар Maharaj wasn't an often guest to come downstairs, right? He usually was upstairs.
Yes, he was usually upstairs, but he, especially earlier, he did come down from time to time and look around the temple.
Да, в конце жизни он практически не приходил. Чуть ранее, да, он бывало спускался, посматривал, что там происходит, где в храме.
Он, я знаю, также не часто выходил за пределы Мадха.
I also heard that he wasn't an often, he didn't get out of the mat often, like come out of.
No, well, he did not come downstairs often, and he went out of the mat even less often. Almost never he came out of the mat. But he did go down to what's called the land of nectar, Gauranga, place called Gauranga colony, where one japa round means 1 kilometer from the temple. Then we have some property, Guru Maharaj has some property where they grow crops for the cows. But after getting that property, Guru Maharaj wanted to see it, so he went in the car down to there. But he otherwise, actually, from 82 on, I only know of that one occasion. I can only recall that one occasion where Guru Maharaj came out of the temple from 82 to the time he disappeared, passed away.
Ну да, если он практически не спускался вниз, то, скорее всего, из-за пределы храма логически он не выходил. Я лично, или Шамсун Махарадж, могу вспомнить только один случай, когда он выехал за пределы Мадха, мы приобрели некую собственность. В 1 километре, в одном круге джапы от нашего храма мы там выращивали побеги для коровок. И после того, как мы приобрели эту землю, он захотел посмотреть на нее лично, и мы его отвезли туда на машине. Вот это вот единственный раз, который я лично вспоминаю, когда он вышел из храма.
And Guru Maharaj went there in the ambassador, what is the classic Indian car ambassador.
И модель машины, на которой его туда возили, это классическая индийская модель машины Ambassador.
Registration number, license plate number, WMY194.
И я даже помню номер машины, это WMY194.
We know, we drove that car many times with Govinda Maharaj. I did not drive with Gurudev, but drove with Govinda Maharaj many times in that car.
Я очень много раз в этой машине выполнял разные поручения, плечом к плечу с Шрилой Говиндой Махараджем, много раз. Я помню эту машину очень хорошо.
Она не сохранилась?
Is it safe? Can we still see it like nowadays? Like
It was in the museum in Navadip. It may still be in the museum, I don't know.
Она была в музее в Новодвипе, может быть, сейчас
Белая,
есть. Is it white?
White, yes.
Да, белая.
Там, где просад принимают.
Where the prasadam is? Where they take prasadam downstairs somewhere, right?
Well, if they're taking prasadam there, yes. The first building on the right-hand side, if you enter the...
Да, когда заходите,
The
сразу
gate
первое
opposite.
здание справа.
Да, я видел.
Yeah, I saw it. Now I got it.
Yeah, that car. And why it is preserved? Because Guru Maharaj went in that car and Gurudev went in that car.
Почему
Really,
я-
it is historic.
Почему ее сохранили? Да потому что эта машина переполнена историей. В этой машине ездили сам Гуру Махараджа, сам Гуру Дев.
And you know now, not in India, and the west side of India, Delhi and Haridwar, Rishikesh, Jaipur, these areas we went to just now, almost you do not see any ambassador car, that model of car, anymore. They've practically completely finished. Just one you may see, one every 2 days, something like that.
Мы в этом году ездили в Ришикеш, в Джайпур, но мы нигде не видели этих машин, они практически не сохранились. Может быть, практически один раз видели за все это время эту машинку Амбассадор.
But that used to be the car, the classic car of India. That and the Padmini, another car.
Но тогда это была вот та самая машина, та самая индийская модель машины, на которой ездили все.
Until quite recently. But
До совершенно
now,
далеко.
very quickly everything has changed.
Очень быстро все поменялось в последнее время.
Just like your Lada.
Машинка,
And Zaporozhye.
машинка чем-то похожа на вашу Ладу или на Запорожец.
Скорее на Москвич 400.
Moskvich.
Rather Moskvich than Lada.
450.
Lada is still going on, I
А я
see.
видел тут Лада, что вы мне рассказываете?
I see.
Лада все-таки уже попозже.
Lada was later, Moskvich was earlier.
Oh, okay. And the Zaporozhye?
А Запорожец?
Older.
Но он другой.
It's different.
But like this, the Ambassador was the classic car.
Мы знаем, что вы прекрасный водитель мотоцикла.
We know that you're a brilliant motorcycle driver.
Может, вам приходилось непосредственно...
How do you know?
Откуда ты знаешь так?
Возможно, вам приходилось и возить именно, быть шофером, то есть выполнять такое служение.
Maybe you drove somewhere as a driver on a bike?
No bike, on the
No, on a car. Maybe you drove. Well, did you have a service of a driver in the car? Did you drive somewhere?
Why else am I driving Gurudev if it's not a service as a driver?
Ну как, я в Гурудева возил.
But we did whatever service was needed.
Мы занимались вообще любым служением, что нужно было, то и делали.
And Gurudev had drivers at different times, and sometimes there's a gap between when he had a driver. Sometimes the driver is not available. All those times we are driving for him.
А вообще у нас как бы были отдельные водители для Гурудева, они чаще всего, они всегда были доступны.
And in the later time, his driver retired. He was old and he started not being able to see properly. That's a good time to stop driving. So his driver retired. His name was Jayadev Prabhu.
А позднее его, это имя водителя Джадев Прабhu, он ушел на пенсию и возить стало некому.
His name was Jayadev, but we called him Driver Dev.
Его имя было Джаядев, а мы называли его Драйвадев от игры слов, ну как бы водила Дев.
But it took a certain kind of driver to drive for Gurudev because he had spondylitis, and so you have to be very careful when driving him not to get like shocks, anything shocked like this. So you had to drive in a specific way, and Gurudev taught Jayadev also, but taught me how to drive for him, his specific way he liked that you drive for him.
И Гурудев научил меня особенной манере езды, аккуратной, потому что была определенная болезнь, при которой человек чувствовал себя достаточно больно при скачках, поэтому меня специально обучили, как водить аккуратно.
But he taught me long ago, means ever since the 80s, then I've driven for Gurudev.
Но он научил меня очень давно, еще в 80-х годах, как водить.
And then when Jayadev retired, Gurudev, he wasn't ready to teach a new driver how to drive for him.
А когда вот этот Джайадев ушел на пенсию, то Гурудев не захотел обучивать нового водителя особой манере езды для него.
So then very often that I am the driver then.
И поэтому с тех пор чаще всего водителем был я, да.
But it is not just I am the driver, we are doing everything.
Но это не сказать так, что вот мое служение было водить. Нет, мы делали все, что надо, все, что скажут.
Но в Двибе, наверное, не было асфальта тогда.
At that time there was no concrete in India, right? Concrete. On the floor. Concrete.
Road.
On the road? Oh, well, it depends which road you take.
А по-разному было, смотря по какой дороге поехать.
The road to Calcutta, sometimes was good, sometimes was bad.
Бывали хорошие дороги, бывали плохие.
But how bad, you can guess. One time I drove Janardhan Maharaj for Seva, why else, to Calcutta, and drove him to Calcutta in the car. And when we are going to Calcutta, seeing the holes, sometimes like you drive in and drive out, like this, I mean, big holes. He said, Janardhan Maharaj, he said, all these holes should have names. Like in America, they give names to the hurricanes.
I'm sorry. И как-то раз я вез Джанардана Махараджа в Калькутту, разумеется, по служению, и дорога была такая плохая, что там были ямы, буквально кратеры настоящие, ребята. Мы заехали в яму, и въехали в яме, выехали из ямы. И Джанардан Махарадж сказал, вот как в Америке дают имена ураганам, так, наверное, в Индии нужно имена ямам, этим кратерам давать.
Можно добавить, что в Украине тоже есть.
We also have this kind of holes.
Actually, when I came to Lviv for the first time, we came up from the south.
From Ivano-Frankivsk you were
driving. Right. And maybe Madhu Gopal, he's reading from maybe Google or something.
Yeah.
And doesn't understand which is a good road and which is a bad road. And we were in like a regular road, and then suddenly we were a very bad road.
I remember. И Шрила Махарадж говорит, вспоминает, это самый первый раз мы ехали во Львов с южного направления, с Ивано-Франковска, и Мадху Гопал Прабху, он решил загуглить и поехать по короткой дороге, и получилось, и мы поехали, и в какой-то момент дорога и настала, и, в общем, доехали как-то, да.
But that road to Calcutta was a better road. When we were going to Bamunpara, that road was very bad.
Ну, так говорить, дорога в Калькутту это еще ничего, а вот дорога в Бамунпар, например, вот это было, вот это была мрачная дорога.
But on a motorcycle, those bad roads are good.
Но на мотоцикле бездорожье, это прикольно, это хорошо.
А трафик на Калькутту какой был тогда?
А what was the traffic to Calcutta? Was it like huge traffic to Calcutta, serious traffic jam or no?
It's not like here. It is all slow. But now traffic in Calcutta is.
Мы как-то ехали.
Нормальный был трафик.
Everywhere is full of cars.
Тогда было медленнее, сейчас больше, сейчас вообще все в машинах.
Мы ехали из Калькутта в Навадвип.
Once we were driving from Calcutta to Navadvip.
А настолько они навстречу летят, эти безумные водители, что я 3 раза прощался с жизнью, а потом уже просто предался и подумал, ладно.
Once we were driving from Calcutta to Navadvip, and this like completely crazy frenzied drivers coming to our face. First 3 times I said goodbye to my life, and all the other times I just surrendered.
They weren't the only crazy drivers. They're predominantly the way they drive is, you can say by the Western standard, unacceptable. But we are driving there too, just as crazy.
Ну, почему сразу так сумасшедшие? Они так все там водят, это просто западные стандарты считаю неприемлемо, а там я сам так бывало, да.
You just have to fit in the mood of what the driving is.
Нужно просто поймать поток настроения в этом.
And it's not with anger. If you do this like this in Ukraine or Europe or anywhere, people will come and punch you. But there it is just the normal way to drive.
И это без злости. Я понимаю, что где-то в Европе или, например, здесь, если бы мы так ехали, то можно было бы и тумаков отхватить за такой стиль вождения. Но в Индии это абсолютно естественно.
А Говинда Махарадж любил быстро ездить или медленно?
And Govinda Maharaj liked fast driving or slow driving, careful driving?
always careful driving.
Всегда медленно, аккуратное вождение.
But if the road was good, he's happy to go fast. But time, place and circumstance.
Время, место, обстоятельства. Если дорога позволяла, он любил и с ветерком. Но все время, место, обстоятельства.
And when he got the new car, by the grace of Srila Bharati Maharaj, that new Toyota car, when he got that new car, then he wanted to see, oh, how fast will my car go.
И когда, по милости Бхарати Махараджа, к нему пришла Тойота, ему стало интересно посмотреть, насколько она может разогнаться.
And on one good bit of road, then it went quite fast. But still, not top speed of the car, but we did around 120 on a fairly small but good road. And then Guru said, okay.
Miles or kilometers?
Or kilometers. No.
Ну и мы, в общем, выехали на хороший участок дороги достаточно и начали разгоняться. Когда мы разогнались до 120, Гурудев сказал, все, я понял, хватит.
But you must be very careful, because in India also the good road, suddenly you can have a bad hole.
Но даже вот в этом ключе в Индии нужно быть предельно осторожным, потому что хорошая дорога, едешь, и тут внезапно кратер.
You have to be alert.
Нужно быть начеку.
You cannot just think, oh, it's a good road and go straight. It is not possible. And the thing is, you get the shadow of the trees, you have to be conscious. You can't just assume it's a shadow. You have to see, is it or is it not?
Ямы бывают такие, что их легко можно спутать с тенью от деревьев. Бывает, едешь, тень от деревьев, а это не тень от дерева, это яма такая, поэтому нужно быть реально начеку.
Actually, like everything, Gurudev wanted that the driving and anything that we do will be done carefully and properly.
На самом-то деле должен заметить, что Гурудев хотел, что все, чем бы мы ни занимались, должно было быть выполнено с осторожностью, с вниманием, с предельной концентрацией. Гурудев любил это во всех делах, не только в вождении.
And Gurudev, you will not make him happy if you just drive like this, drive with one hand on the wheel and talk. You have to be the driver.
Гурудев также терпеть не мог водителей, которые едут и болтают. Вот если едешь, то едь молча, следи за дорогой.
Anyway.
В 80-х годах кто часто из саньяси приходил к Штару Махараджу? Из других мадхов?
In 1980s, who among other mat sannyasis came to Guru Maharaj darshan? Like, which sannyasis from another missions came to the darshan of Srila Gurudev in 1980s? Excuse me for my English.
Well, some came. I mean, from the ISKCON leaders, some of the ISKCON leaders would come. But in what way? I mean, they're coming to Guru Maharaj, and you can hear some of the recordings which are there.
Да, приходили. Ну, приходили определенные лидеры из ISKCON, конечно, да, были.
Кроме ISKCON.
Except ISKCON.
Oh, from the Gaudiya Math, you mean Guru Maharaj's godbrothers. Basically, who was alive, all of Guru Maharaj's godbrothers would come to him.
Ну, из других Гаудия Матхов практически все духовные братья Гуру Махараджа, те, кто были на тот момент живы, приходили к нему.
Means the senior ones, all the leading, the Vaishnavas, all the leading, as Gurudev says, the generals of Saraswati Thakur's mission, they would come to Guru Maharaj.
Приходили лидеры других матхов, духовные братья Шридхара Махараджа, как говорил Шрила Гурудев, генералы Шрилы Бхактисиданта Сарасвати Thakura приходили к Гуру Махараджу.
It was clear and it was known, here is Guru Maharaj carrying this current.
Но там для всех было очевидно, что Шрила Гуру Махарадж возглавляет этот духовный поток.
And in particular we saw repeatedly Srila Bhakti Vichar, I believe, Jajava Maharaj. And we saw him personally on repeated occasions.
В частности, Шрила Бхакти Вичар Джаджавар Махарадж, я видел его лично, много раз приходящего.
У нас тут во Львове, ну, наши друзья преданные.
Here in Lviv we have our friends, devotees from Gopinath Math.
Ну, можете рассказать о отношении?
Maybe can you speak something about relationship between this?
Yes, we also saw Bhakti promote Puri Maharaj coming on different occasions to Guru Maharaj's mat.
Yes, we also have seen Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj came... I'm sorry, я уже говорится. Да, мы также видели Бхакти Прамод Пури Махараджа, приходящего к Шидхару Махараджу.
Guru Maharaj had there was Vaishnava good relations with all of the generals, all of the leaders of Srila Saraswati Thakur's mission.
У Гуру Махараджа были хорошие отношения со всеми генералами миссии Шрилы Бхактисиддханты Сарасвати Такура.
And actually Gurudev said that about himself, Gurudev said, I'm living with Guru Maharaj, and so we know Guru Maharaj is our, as we were saying, father, and not necessarily father, but he's our Guru, he's our family, together we are living. But when Guru Maharaj's godbrothers would come to him, and we see these great preachers who are doing so much, and when they are coming to him, and Gurudev saw their honor that they are giving Guru Maharaj, then he said, that would always remind me who is our Guru Maharaj.
И Шрила Гурудев бывало рассказывал, что когда он видел, как к Шриле Гуру Махараджа приходили самые разные генералы миссии, он говорил, и относились к нему с таким почтением, с уважением, считали его своим безусловным авторитетом. Он говорит, для меня это было всегда напоминание о том, какой могучий, мощный, крутейший у нас учитель.
Вот недавно, 22 ноября,
Recently, on the November 22nd, there was... Был кто?
Пури Махарадж, Гопинатхачарья.
Уход. On the November 22nd, there was disappearance day of Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj.
И его биография и его служение
his biography and his service
в храмах, и одно из его свойств то, что
was in temples, and one of his qualities was
большим мистиком, и
that he was a big mystic.
И он вселял божества в мурти. Вот его служение.
And I've heard that one of his services was to get deities into murtis. Literal translation.
Служение в храмах.
That was his service in the temples.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he knew very well the Vidhi Marg, the formalities for doing various yagyas, for doing installation of the deities, for doing also the disappearance of Vaishnavas. He knew these things very well.
Да, он знал разные, как проводить разные ритуалы, разные такие вещи очень хорошо. Он был очень сведущ в этих вопросах.
And our deity of Mahaprabhu in the Koikali, in Calcutta we have two temples. One is by the airport, it's called Koikali. The other one is in Dum Dum Park, where Gurudev used to stay when he came to Calcutta. And he installed the deity of Mahaprabhu in the Koikali temple, and we are there for that installation.
И в Калькутте, надо сказать, у нас есть два храма. Один называется Дам-Дам Парк, а другой возле аэропорта называется Койкали. И он проводил инсталляцию божеств в Дам-Дам Парк.
Gurudev used to stay in Dum Dum Park. We had two temples, Dum Dum Park and Koikali. But the Koikali deity was installed by Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj in the time of Guru Maharaj.
И во времена Гуру Махараджа Бхакти Прамод Пури Махарадж устанавливал божества в нашем храме в Койкали в Калькутте.
And Gurudev very much wanted to do the installation in the presence, in the time of Guru Maharaj, not to wait for the temple to be built, and then in the temple will be the installation. The installation took place in the building, you can say the ashram building, which was already there when he got the land.
И Гурудев, когда только купили землю, не хотел ждать, пока построится храм, он немедленно настоял, чтобы провели установку божеств. В недостроенном храме, по сути, установка божеств проводилась в ашраме, просто в здании.
And Gurudev always felt that what will take place, what is begun in the time of Guru Maharaj, then this is very most auspicious thing. This temple is for Guru Maharaj, and it is installations taking place at that time.
И Гурудев просто всегда хотел, чтобы все было построено, сделано, пока Гуру Махарадж тут, потому что он считал это очень благоприятным. Вот так он к этому относился все время.
Можно понять, что
One can understand that
каждого преданного,
every
каждой
devotee,
личности
every personality
проявляется какое-то вот особенное служение.
has got some certain service. Much understand that some certain service is being revealed for every personality and for every person, for every man. Like there is some certain service for certain person.
И в определенный момент преданному нужно понять, что вот именно вот это его служение. Вот, допустим, Пури Махарадж, он понимал, что его служение для храмовое. Кто-то понимает, что он способный проповедовать, а кто-то понимает, что он способный быть водителем, да, или что-то такое вот.
Like Puri Maharaj, the service is like installed deities. Like for some preacher service, when again it's revealed that there is specific service for them. How to understand what service is for you? Ты прочитал мой вопрос?
You wait to see what service comes to you.
It's not the question. I'm just commenting.
Oh, commenting.
He doesn't have questions. He likes to comment.
When Guru Maharaj was preaching, they had a preaching party. And Guru Maharaj's service was the preaching. And Goswami, A.B. Bhakti Ranджан Goswami Maharaj, who became that, his service was collection, because Guru Maharaj was very good at presenting the Siddhanta, and Goswami Maharaj is very good at convincing people to part with their money for service.
Да, я могу тебе сказать такое, говорит Шрила Мадхусудан Махарадж. Как-то раз, в свое время проводились, скажем так, встречи, тусовки проповедников, на которых служение Шрилы Штхара Махараджа было приходить и проповедовать, а служение Шрилы Госвами Махараджа, Шрилы Бхакти Шаранга Госвами Махараджа было собирать пожертвования за то, что проповедует Шрила Штхар Махарадж. Почему? Потому что Шрила Штхар Махарадж превосходно проповедовал, а Шрила Бхакти Шаранги Махарадж...
Бхакти Шаранга Госвами Махарадж.
Шрила Бхакти Шаранга Госвами Махарадж превосходно собирал пожертвования. Таким образом образовывался прекрасный дуэт, который на этих тусовках производил впечатление.
So his service became revealed to him. What he is good at, then you do that.
Вот таким образом к ним пришло их служение, то, в чем ты хорош, такое служение у тебя и будет.
And it may be different service at different times. When Gurudev was with Srila Prabhupada and they did some preaching in Bombay, then Gurudev that time was wearing saffron, but Srila Prabhupada, he's a householder. So people come to see the saffron. In India, it is very much people come to see the saffron-clad person. Then Srila Gurudev, then after, okay, he's been billed and he's there, then he's introducing everything and then he's passing the microphone over to Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhakti Ranджан Prabhupada, that time Abhay Charan Day. And then he is doing the Harikatha, giving Harikatha.
Бывало как-то в Бомбее, во времена, когда Шрила Гурудев носил шафран, а Шрила Прабхупада еще был домохозяин. Надо сказать, что люди в Индии, они ведутся на шафран, они приходят послушать людей, одетых в шафрановые цвета. Вот. И поэтому как-то раз в Бомбее Шрила Гурудев, он, будучи в шафране, начинал проповедь, привлекал людей, завлекал, и когда люди были, все внимание обращено на них, он передавал микрофон Шриле Прабхупаде, тогда еще Абхай Чаран Деву.
The service is what is required at the time, place, circumstance, and what is coming from above. What am I to do? I'm asking to above, not myself. I'm going to do this. I want to be a pilot, so I'll be a pilot for Krishna. No, we see what is needed. We see what is needed from above to us.
Служение всегда происходит согласно времени, места и обстоятельств. Например, нет такого, что вот я хороший пилот, поэтому буду только самолеты водить, все остальное делать не буду. Нет, служение предполагает согласно времени, месту и обстоятельствам выполнять то, что нужно, то, что просят.
And we will check with the seniors, we will check with Guru and the senior Vaishnavas if what we are doing, is this right or is it wrong?
И, разумеется, мы всегда перепроверяли, правильно ли мы делаем или неправильно у старших преданных, у вайшнавов.
There is one devotee. Now he disappeared from this world. His name was Yudamanyu Prabhu, Seva Vikram. Seva Vikram was his title.
Был один преданный, он уже исчез из этого мира, его звали Юдхаманью Прабhu, и у него был титул Сева Викрам.
And Gurudev gave him, he was Gurudev's example. He gave him much honor for a specific quality. That is, he would only ask, Gurudev, what do you want me to do? He would never say, I want to do this. If I do this, I want to do this like this. He would never say like this. What do you want me to do? Even when Gurudev asks him, what would you prefer out of these? No, I prefer what you want.
И титул он получил за то, что он всегда был в подлинном настроении, он всегда спрашивал: Гурудева, что вы хотите, чтобы я делал? Он не был никогда таким: я хочу делать то вот и то вот, а то не хочу. Нет, он всегда спрашивал: Гурудев, хотите, скажите мне, что я должен делать, скажите, что вы хотите, чтобы я сделал. И даже когда Шрила Гурудев говорил ему: ну вот что ты хочешь, вот между этим и этим выбирай, он говорил: я хочу, чтобы то, что вы мне скажете, то и буду делать, что вы хотите, чем я занимался. Вот поэтому он получил.
If we can have that relationship with Sri Guru and the Vaishnavas, it is very fortunate.
Если мы сможем развить такие подлинные взаимоотношения с Шри Гуру и Вайшнавами, можно сказать, что мы будем очень удачливыми душами.
I have been asked to do this, I'm doing it happily.
Меня попросили сделать это, и я счастливо это делаю.
Maybe I've been asked to do this and it is very troublesome, but I'm happy to take the trouble.
Может быть, и когда меня попросят, я буду что делать, и это будет проблематично для меня, может быть, я сам получу какие-то проблемы, но в любом случае это мое служение это сделать.
But Gurudev appreciated that nature in Yudamanyu Prabhu and gave him openly as an example. This is the nature of the good disciple.
Но Гурудев очень сильно ценил подобное настроение в Юдхамане Прабху и открыто при всех сказал: вот такова должна быть подлинная природа ученика.
And he is the devotee who actually substantially began, and indeed began, the introduction of our family of Chaitanya Saraswati Bhatti in China. And from there, the whole Chinese mission has essentially developed.
Нужно заметить, что этот Юдхаманью Прабху был тот самый преданный, с которого началась проповедь в Китае. Это он первый начал проповедовать китайским преданным и в Китае.
But here you have three super wonderful guardians of the conception of Mahaprabhu, Nityananda. Why Mahaprabhu came, they know.
Вот здесь у нас есть три самых чудесных, самых изумительных хранителя и защитника, которые я знаю. Вот они с нами тут.
These are the generals of the Gaudiya mission in the modern age.
Это генералы современной, генералы гаудийской миссии современной эпохи.
Харе Кришна.
Можно сделать перерывчик, чтобы Махараджа.
Чуть-чуть можно, конечно, да. Maybe we'll do some break a little bit if you want.
Yes, we can have a break because devotees are going to come in half an hour, right? And then we're going to start like an evening program. So then we'll do that. All glories, Jai Srila Bhakti, Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravrajacharya, Asatar Sarishi Shiman Srila Bhakti Rokhok Sridhar, Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravrajacharya, Asatar Sarishi Shiman Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Vishwarenyam Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Jai Sapashat Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Sapashat Shriman Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Pancha Tattva ki Jai, Navadip Saprika Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhava Govinda Sundar Ju ki Jai, Vrindavan Saprika Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhava Rasa Vihari Ju ki Jai, Jai Shri Anu Giriraj Ju ki Jai, Jai Shri Harinama Sankirtan ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Penandi Hari Hari Bo.
Jai Shri Bhakti Ранджан Мадхусудан Махараджем.
Hare Krishna, thank you for this opportunity to remember some topics, talk about these topics, share these topics.
Спасибо, Махарадж, за возможность вспомнить это и поделиться этой темой. We are all also, we like to hear it.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Очень
Hare.
страшно интересно.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
We're just very interested in all this issues from 1980s, how it all started, all that kind of stuff.
It continued, not started. It is the continuation of Srila Saraswati Thakur's desire that the substantial Krishna consciousness will go all over the world. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he began this in the present age. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, but in actuality, in putting into practice, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
Это не началось, это продолжилось, это хотел еще Шрила Бхактисиддханта Сарасвати Такур, и поэтому 80-е это было продолжение того, что начал в начале 20 века Шрила Бхактисиддханта Сарасвати.
Somebody must introduce to a land, to a world that knows nothing. They must give some introduction. Someone needs to do that.
Кто-то же должен что-то сделать, кто-то же должен что-то представить миру.
And then someone needs to substantiate that, protect that, show the development of what has been introduced.
И также нужно, чтобы кто-то умел разделить мух от пчел, чтобы представить правильно, чтобы вот продолжать это все. Кто-то должен же этим заниматься.
And then someone must nurture and give like a continued protection of the devotees and their onward journey step by step, not to leave the 10-year-old child or 15-year-old teenager, but that they will get sustenance on a long-term basis.
И также очень важно, чтобы учителя не бросали, скажем так, 7-летних деток духовных или 10-летних деток, имеется в виду, сколько лет люди в миссии провели, 15-летних подростков, которые способны на очень странные поступки. Нужно, чтобы ты продолжал заниматься развитием и доводил этих, скажем так, духовных деток до совершенства.
To help us understand the rarity that we've come in touch with and how to apply that good fortune in our lives.
Чтобы понять редкость этой удачи, которая к нам пришла, и как эту удачу применить в наших жизнях.
So Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Gurudev are giving us our best chance in a billion lifetimes, you can say.
Поэтому Шрила Прабхупада, Шрила Гурудева, Шрила Гуру Махарадж, они предоставили нам наилучшую возможность из всех наилучших, я могу сказать так.
Let's utilize that chance very carefully.
Давайте очень осторожно использовать эту возможность.
And pray for their guardianship throughout.
И молиться о их дальнейшем покровительстве.
Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari. All right, we have a break and then we'll be back soon. Here's Srila Prabhupada with his sannyas. Look at it, the danda, how tall compared with him. Very tall. Normally the danda, they say, is to be the height of the person.
Maharaj, I saw today one movie from Parikrama, and Goswami Maharaj was Yasi Maharaj, and you also was in the screen.
Вел.
And
Юг сюда вел.
Nyasim,
Yasi Maharaj?
Yes.
Goswami Maharaj was preaching, and Yasi Maharaj was there, and you also was there. And Goswami Maharaj, Yasi Maharaj mentioned one moment that he says once to Govinda Maharaj that Yasi Maharaj heard from Srila Prabhupada that some of my students will improve my pranama mantras.
oh yes,
And
you saw this video.
yes, today.
Okay, I didn't even know it was recorded, but yes, this is a very good video. I mean, video I didn't see, but I'm there with him, and it is very good, because then everybody can understand. Really, that is the pranam mantra of Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah, Govinda Maharaj improves this pranama mantra. He, how Srila Prabhupada says, some of my students will improve, and
Yeah.
he says, I am students of
Yes,
Srila
I
Prabhupada
am
also.
students
I will
of-
improve.
Yes.
It's so touched my heart.
Yes, very special. And here, my friends from Navadi. My friends, but now all passed on.
It's Gurudevas.
Yes,
Swans?
Geese, yes. But they had heart. They are good. Good friends, my friends. I just put some slides here. This is in Lakhta. Anybody you know? No.
Seems like ISKCON people.
No, ISKCON people is. Oh well, maybe, but I thought it was Lakhta. Or maybe ISKCON people. Prabhu, I do not know. This is the next picture. So I think it's Lakhta. Our devotees
It is.
getting initiation time. The fire
Looks
yagya.
like second.
It was long time before. Long time ago.
2007 maybe.
It's 7. It's a famous Bhakta
Which one?
Madhav Krishna Prabhu.
Ah, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him once in Moscow.
Who worked with Full Dome in Moscow.
This is Ashram Maharaj. Mexican Ashram Maharaj.
And Devadatta Prabhu, Crimea.
Where?
Yes.
Here. Oh
Is
yes.
this him?
Ah yes.
I also need to wear glasses, I think, because I cannot see from here.
It
at
is
all.
not easy. He looks familiar also.
They look enlightened.
Tea. No.
I don't know. That's a devotee, Hasya Priya.
Hasya Priya.
I saw him in Thailand once, his lectures or something. Oh, and this devotee to the right too.
This is Siddhanti Maharaj.
And this Jagadadana.
Jagadananda. This is Janardhan Maharaj.
So young. Young.
See, this is in the Arati in the morning. Giriraj.
And Punjari is inside the temple here?
Yeah. Yes, he's going by boat, but the devotees are here. And there is a bell here. They ring the bell and they sing.
How do they spread the fire from the yagya? No? Not spread. And Giriraj there, right?
Giriraj, there, the peacock.
Every morning they come to this Mangalarti.
Morning and evening.
The
And lunchtime he does, but nobody is attending at lunch. Lunch he is, you hear alone he's doing inside.
Чунчик, это был в Индии.
This is a Guru Maharaj. This Mahaprabhu, he goes to here sometimes, but he doesn't stay there. Giriraj stays there because his body is more suitable. Shri Nabadip Dham Parikrama Shri Chaitanya Sarasatmat Kalaganj Nabadip.
What means collar gun?
Kalaganj. It is the colloquial name of Kaladeep, the name of the islands, but everything gets changed, the names get changed. His Sadhu Priya, Prafulla Krishna, Siddhanti Maharaj, from Singapore, there's Ashram Maharaj.
What is this sannyasi's name?
This is Akinchan Maharaj. He's been in Russia before.
Bhakti Lalita Akinchan Maharaj?
Bhakti Lalit Akinchan Maharaj.
Bhakti Lalit.
This is Tirtha Maharaj.
What is his title? Bhakti who?
Prapanna.
Bhakti Prapanna.
Bhakti Prapanna Tirtha Maharaj.
Excuse me, Maharaj, what does your title Ranjan means if it's not so intimate to know?
This, by the way, is in Calcutta. Bhakti Ranjan, dear to the devotees.
That's true.
This title. This is Shiva temple, Sadhu Shiva.
Beautiful. It's all your pictures that you took, or just
No.
collection of?
Some pictures. World slideshow. Oh, this was Gurudev's slideshow. This was on his computer. This is his slideshow.
Oh, like favorite Gurudev pictures?
Favorite or not, it was his. He had this slideshow. It is JPEG's Gurudev's. So some selected, somebody has given him selected. This is in Venezuela.
Los Devotos.
Todos devotos del Señor Chaitanya. This. But this is in Mexico. What does it say? No name. But it's Venezuela. This is Mexico. That's Avadut Maharaj's brother, Satyasunda. Bye-bye. It is true, everybody coming to the airport. Bamunpara, Gurudev's birthplace. Not this exact place, but nearby. This is on the side of
It's our temple.
Yes.
And also these columns also symbolize something? Like this.
It's following the style of Navadip. 9 domes. I don't know much about the kidney and the lungs and everything else, but the body looks beautiful. Now, this is the prasadam hall in Navadip.
Звоните, я не знаю, где их найти.
The table is built in.
Арджуна,
Yeah.
Siddham
позвони,
Dhampa.
я не знаю, где.
Sure.
Могу встретить.
It's Goswami.
Где-то рядом должны быть, но они блуждают.
Kosma Gosai Maharaj, Premananda, Ranjit Tirtha Maharaj, Siddhanti Maharaj, Giri Maharaj, Trivikram Maharaj, Bharati Maharaj, Bhakti Chandan.
From New Zealand?
No. Bhakti Chandan. I know him fully. He's in America. His title is Bhakti Chandan. Forget his name exactly.
Antaryami Krishna.
This is?
Not Antaryami, no?
This is a lady.
Lady.
The name is she's from Portugal. Anandamoy from Portugal.
We have a Russian devotee, his name is Antaryami Krishna Prabhu, looks from
This Pandita. This is a monster. And this is a
this is Srila Mадхусудан Махарадж.
Hey, long time ago.
Why do you call yourself a monster?
Wow. This is our,
You didn't torture anyone.
This is our Govardhan temple. This is not in India, probably in California, but I'm not sure where. Oh, well, this is on the path. They cut this path into the side of the hill, call it Via Govinda. Italy, Via means road, and somehow they call it Via Govinda.
Vaishnava Maharaj, right? This
Vaishnava Maharaj, yeah. This is Akinchan Maharaj. This is one of Vaishnava Maharaj's sons, maybe, not sure.
But the Vaishnava Maharaj before have taken sannyas. Yes.
Yeah, clearly. And this hill, you can see the sea from here. The sea is over here. And it's not very far. It takes only one round of japa or less to walk from the bottom to the top.
Not so far at all.
If you walk hard, Govardhan. Via Govinda.
Дай подивись.
Bimala. She is Italian, Brazilian, American. She lived in America many years, but she's from Brazil, but she's Italian. But she, like a dynamo, doing service fully her life. This is from that Via Govinda. And the sea, you can, here, you can almost see the sea.
Mediterranean Sea?
No, from California,
California.
The Pacific. Pacific. This is Navadip, Govinda Kund, our boat. This is our house, the men's house. And this is Giriraj temple. And this is a cow, Govardhan. This is at the opening, so this is 2004, Bamanpara temple inauguration. And this is a famous movie person. This is some politician.
Я сам потеряюсь.
This day, very good day. Very good day. And this, dal.
This is dal?
Prasadam.
So much dal. For how many people?
Around 10,000.
Oh.
Whoa.
Like this dal, and then rice, and some like this rice, like this dal.
Can you imagine how much
and then the how many liters? I do not know how many liters. The drum, you know the big drum. It's like tall drum, full of the sabjis, and they transfer it into the metal container, and they then distribute.
How long does it take to make this much dal? Like they probably
They
started
start
at night?
early. Mangalati. Before Mangalati. At Mangalati, they're already cooking, like 3 a.m. They start 3 a.m.
They start at 3. Whoa.
So they're cooking for a long time.
That's what I call service for Madhusudan Prabhu Brahmachari.
Давайте хоть какую-то. Вот что ближе возле вас? Кошмар.
Many people.
Как я могу понять?
People came from miles around by walking also. When we were going there, we were driving here. When we are driving from far away, people are walking. So many people walking. And we are in the car going there. And when we are going, we think, why so many people? Then we realize they're coming to our festival. From so far, we saw people walking.
Хорошо, подождите. Кинотеатр Долженко далеко от вас?
South Africa.
Хорошо, так. Шувар где?
Goswami Maharaj. Akinsha Maharaj is from South Africa, where he's born.
Трамвай нас... Вы на трамвае приехали?
Radio. Hello, testing. This is the South Africa, Johannesburg ashram. And it is not 2 buildings. It is actually a U. It's not just 2 buildings. And really nice.
It's one part of the U part, right?
I'm not sure which part it is. Maybe there's another photo which shows it better. But it's not. It's opposite at the end.
Why do like newly initiated sannyasis have dandas all the time and then they stop taking it with them? It's like a custom?
You meant to carry it for a year, which I also carried mine for a year.
Everywhere,
then,
like an airplane?
Yes, but in India it's acceptable. But then you take it on a normal plane and they're very disturbed. They think it's a bomb or a gun or something like that. But this time in India also, I had my dandas, because my dandas there, my dandas in India. So we are happy to carry it. But for 1 year, then to carry, which we did.
А мы уже начали. Тут уже вовсю.
Guru Gauranga Radha.
Madhava. No? It's Lahta, no?
It's Lahtagan.
Guru Gauranga Radha Madhava Sundar Jilke Jai.
Petersburg, public program. St. Petersburg. Gurudev with beard. Acharya Maharaj.
I rarely saw Srila Govinda Maharaj wearing a beard.
Hermitage Park, Moscow.
Famous public program.
Probably Indian ambassador or someone.
Yes.
Devashish Prabhu also was there. Devashish Prabhu?
Where? Here.
Yeah?
The Devashish?
Yes.
Seems like.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Famous program. Moscow.
And Puri, Rath Yatra. London, that's the original. Not original actually, but that is. Now it is still running, but this is a very small place in East London. Now they've got a really nice place by the airport. This is Vila Govinda. Italy. Many walks here. You don't have to drive your car. You walk. Very nice. Vila Govinda.
Maharaj, all this photo about one world travel?
No,
Different.
they're different. I can see they're different times. And she had, you see the hair is short, she had chemotherapy and all heavy things. And that when she came through all that, she said, my life, it is by the grace of Guru. I'm giving my life to Gurudev. And until now, doing exactly this. This is their ashram. Is Vishaka? You know Vishaka?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Vishaka.
Yes.
Govinda Maharaj outside of Vila Govinda. Bon Maharaj.
Bhakti Hridoy Bon Maharaj?
Bhakti Hridoy Bon Maharaj, no, Bhakti Hridoy Bon Maharaj. He is from, what is his title? But Bhakti Hridoy Bon Maharaj was disciple of Saraswati Thakur.
Oops.
This is, I can't remember his title actually.
Excuse me.
But he's now, he must be almost 90. And still he's in Rome. As Bharati Maharaj.
Бхакти Махарадж, он очень заботился о Говинде Махарадже, и я слышал.
I heard Bhakti Maharaj provided a great care for Govinda Maharaj.
И он также, вот вы сегодня вспоминали о Тойоте.
And you mentioned Toyota today.
Я слышал, он тоже какой-то там специальный стул или кресло.
And I've heard he bought some like special chair or armchair or something for Govinda Maharaj.
Probably. He had a nice try.
Может быть, потому что хорошие у него кресла были.
Ну, именно это было связано именно со здоровьем.
It was like connected with Gurudev's health, so that to provide him some.
Yeah, I cannot say yes or no, but if you know, then you know, because devotees gave at that time.
Не знаю, да или нет, ну было у него такое, да.
Oregon, this devotee just died. This devotee died. And where? Oh, Hapania. This is Guru Maharaj's birthplace. The temple is here. This is the area where they take prasadam. This is the gate. The car comes in through the gate. New gate. Brazil is amazing. The Rio de Janeiro, and huge city, and the cities are huge, but you drive out of the city and you're like this, in the countryside. You think why everyone stays in the city? But it's because of employment and all that. But then you don't have to drive so far. And then you're in this countryside, which is people still using horses. This is looking down from the temple. It's an amazing place actually. This is the temple. There was nothing here before. The devotees built all of this. Rohini Shakti, Trivikram Maharaj, and their helpers. All of this, it was nothing. It was the side of the hill. This is Trivikram Maharaj's house, where he stays. This is where Krishna stays, Mahaprabhu. Navadvip. Oh, that's the Brazil. And this is where Rohini stays. This is a really nice preaching place, reception place. And really nice. It is so nice inside. They got hammocks, they got nice chairs, all kinds of things, rocking chairs. And there, with the guests, you can make everybody comfortable, everybody have some tea, and we just talk, tell them about Krishna.
Looks like Vaishnava Maharaj, no?
I'm not 100% sure. Are you 100% sure?
Of course.
Of course.
95% sure.
Of course,
It's those shades, the New York shades. Puri. Now, many places. We were first on that road. Nothing was here. This is our temple, but you can see the sea. This is temple, Nitai Chaitanya Dev. None of this was here before. None, this was not here. And this side, where this photograph is taken from, is the guest house. And there, nothing was there. Not a thing. The Puri temple. Nicely painted also. Oh, this is Yudamanyu in China.
And American deity.
It is painting. Painting of the deities in Soka. Yes, you're right. Guru Varanga Radha Giridhari.
Просто мне недавно статья попалась абсолютно благо. Частные Махараджа, в принципе.
Vrindavaneshwari.
Ну, она очень
She's
сильная.
now a millionaire. More than millionaire. She was a millionaire a few years ago now.
Ну, можешь просто прочитать. А потом
Krishna looked at,
but
but by herself
Сейчас
she
нет
became
настроения. Обычно.
bright
Не
girl,
видит.
looking.
Не, я просто
За 7 лет
я
читал.
хотел
Very
просто что-то
simple.
спрашивать.
Да, без проблем, я спрошу.
Ну, не, я не хочу, я просто, того, кто просто говорит.
Тогда кидай. Фильм не, я почитаю ради
Ну,
тебя.
это не мой
When you become wealthy, you tend to forget
Просто
Krishna.
абсолютно
And it
благо.
happened
Просто
with her,
тут
but last time I was in America,
Там впереди
I
на
met her,
русском,
but the
Что это
last time
телефон?
I mean 3 or 4 times. She didn't come at all. But her family came. She,
Ну, просто тут абзац.
like, now mixing with wealthy
Статья
people.
корова.
But this time
коров.
she
Но
came.
тут Шридхар Махарадж дает совсем, очень глубоко.
You cannot forget Krishna ultimately, but maybe sometime you cover some cover. But devotee is devotee.
Твой телефон?
Да, я взял.
This is Bhuvan Mohan. He passed away also. Caracas,
Венесуэла.
Venezuela. Now, then smiling. Now, Venezuela is very tough. Anyway, this is prasadam, as I say, in Gurudev's own slides. And this is Mexico, Veracruz in Mexico. And this lady built this place from nothing. Lady. And inside, and built as temple. It is entirely temple. Inside it is fully temple. Oh, this is Vrindavan. This is the Krishnadas Kaviraj building. Govinda Kunda, Govardhan. There must be some festival because they got the decoration. Govardhan with the new flags. Anyway, there are unlimited pictures, but these are Gurudev's own pictures. Ecuador. But Gurudev had much difficulty in Ecuador.
In Quito? Quito is the capital.
But he had much difficulty because of the altitude.
Too
It
high.
was very high and much difficulty to breathe. Anyway, as I say, many pictures. Guru Maharaj. Amongst the sannyasis with their dandas, you see.
Mm-hmm.
And this cane we were talking about, that long walking. Very.
Guru Maharaj was a tall person?
He was very straight and tall, but not as tall, looking tall due to the straightness, but not really tall in that sense. Dignified and straight.
Gurudev, can you please provide some information to help us understand?
This is Dayada Gauranga and this is that Bon Maharaj from Italy. We just saw him. This is where we heard Guru Maharaj often giving the classes from here.
It's his veranda.
Yes, on the roadside. The road and the Govinda Kund and Ganges are here. And this is on his side veranda. This is Gurudev's sannyas day probably. Hot time. Cold time. So he's still just outside his veranda still.
And this is in Mayapur on opening this container.
Nobody. Then the decoration, simple but nice, over the years became more opulent, more like Vaikuntha. Jai Guru Maharaj. Back to front. This is wrong way around. I don't know how this picture became so popular. It is. Back to front. Very much Guru Maharaj explaining, transmitting. And his features very delicate, but he is very strong also. When he was young, he used to do weightlifting. Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj. This is where I received my initiation too, just here, exactly here.
I have some photo from your initiation.
I don't, maybe somebody else. There is a recording, I heard a recording of it. But I don't think there's any photo. Why? Because two of us took initiation up there. It was not a big program.
You and someone else?
Yeah, and who else took initiation? I know him. I have to remember his name. A Bengali. And we took initiation right there on this side, that wooden chair where he sits. Not here, the other side. This is a veranda facing away from the Ganga. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat, Gurudev, Hari Charan. And this is where the big building is, 5-story building.
And which year did Govinda Maharaj join the mission?
1947. Saraswati Thakur. It's Guru Maharaj Saraswati Thakur on one of the festival days for him. This is the front veranda. Again, Saraswati Thakur must be a festival day. Again, festival day. Padmanabha Maharaj, Giri Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Vidagdha Madhava, Bharati Maharaj, another Bharati, Gurudev.
Wasn't it Mahayogi Prabhu?
No. It says Avadut Maharaj in Venezuela. This is the opening of Chandra Roy Mandir. Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, Badrinarayan Guru Maharaj. Swami Maharaj. Gurudev receiving Gayatri mantra, the sannyas mantra. Chanting his own japa. This is, you see, before he had the handrail, he's using the bottom rail. Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Jai Guru Maharaj, Jai Guru Maharaj, Jai Guru Maharaj. How elegant his feet. Jai Guru Maharaj, Jai Guru Maharaj. Chittavadetias, Guru Gorangagan, Bhavagan, and Govinda Sundar. Guru Maharaj on our temple. This is our temple before it all became marble. I liked it. It became modernized later. Deities. I kept some of the front of the temple, some of those 1 or 2 pieces, but now maybe they're gone. Now, Gurudev to Guru Maharaj. Good Mridanga prayer. This is one of the programs on the Samadhi Mandir. Jai. 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 That's you. Hari Hari Om. Hare Krishna. 105th Appearance Day. Abhibav. Hare Krishna. Welcome.
Добро пожаловать.
Bas. Anyway, we're not going to watch now. Hare Krishna. We have just been transported to Guru Maharaj's lotus feet. We watched a slideshow.
Мы только что любовались соподобными стопами Шилы Гуру Махараджа на слайд-шоу.
So now we have to come all the way back from India, all the way back from not only India, that special place.
Поэтому мы сейчас возвращаемся сюда, не только из Индии, а из совершенно особенных мест.
Guru Maharaj told, the fastest way to travel is by the mind.
Гуру Махарадж говорил, что самый быстрый способ путешествия – это путешествовать со скоростью мысли.
So sometimes these recordings, they help us to travel at the speed of the mind.
Поэтому иногда эти записи, эти фото помогают нам путешествовать с такой скоростью. Is it okay, is it here?
Yes, of course.
Just because on the same level as you, for me, I'm...
Hare Krishna.
Take the lowest position.
Remind me your good name.
Напомните свое имя.
Indumati. Okay, excuse me. I'm here to serve.
Я здесь, чтобы
Sometimes I
служить.
need a reminder we are coming. And you've been working today?
Вы сегодня работали?
No,
No. Oh, okay.
that's why I'm here.
That's why you're here. Okay, you're able to
I'm
come.
very lucky today.
Все.
All right. And have you come with any question?
Может быть, у вас вопросы есть?
Many questions.
Many questions. Okay.
Go on.
Well, you can use me, utilize me, because I'm here. And if I can be helpful to clarify anything or to share anything that you want shared, then we are here for that.
I'm not so much sure that some questions are for sannyasi because, you know,
Then you have to ask the householders.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. What is appropriate? We are here for that.
but maybe one is for sannyasi.
Okay.
When we're chanting holy name, it's very good to be in the mood of love, to ask Krishna, give me mercy, give me some mood of love when I'm chanting. So, what is your method for being in a love mood when chanting holy name?
We are chanting lovingly the name of our family guardian. It is like we are entering Krishna's family. So Krishna is, it is not that we are going to some place where there's just one big king and we are servitors like that, but we are entering Krishna's family. So under this idea, we are coming to Krishna with affectionate guardianship of our sweet Lord. And through Nitai and Gauranga, we cannot just come to Krishna directly. So we are engaged in chanting Hare Krishna by the wish of Mahaprabhu, who came to establish the Dharma for this age, for Kali Yuga. And it is just a moment ago since he was here. We've got, luckily, the connection, the descending connection of that holy name with all the loving potency. We're not struggling ourselves to try to think what is the name. We've received the name and we will now please the name. Then this way, from up to down, the mood will come. We cannot force anything. When the name is pleased, when Nitai is pleased, when Gaura is pleased, when Guru is pleased, then everything will come. So we need to make our heart open for that.
In theory, it's very good, but
as Guru Maharaj says, we do not want cheap Krishna. We do not want something cheaply. So Krishna is looking to see if we are sincere. For lifetimes we have not been sincere. For some reason we've kept this material conception. Now this one lifetime we're putting up our hand and saying, yes, I'm being sincere. But Krishna wants to see. So don't be discouraged because you don't suddenly have Krishna prema, tears flowing from your eyes. But rather be encouraged to know that you are certainly on the right path. This confirmation is given everywhere by Guru Maharaj and Gurudev, by Srila Prabhupada, Saraswati Thakur. We stay in our post where we are now, not to pretend anything, but really we are in this world, but we are with the devotees and we are worshipping the higher plane. When they are pleased, automatically we'll be picked up and say, here, yes, come back home. So don't worry, you follow the process. And as Gurudev said, I'm right there, some devotee came to Gurudev Govinda Maharaj in his veranda in Navadip. And after they make it saying, oh, we are not getting this, so many things. And then when they went, Gurudev said, they are not following the process. Then if they are not following, how can they expect to get the result? So we must be sincere and try to follow. And then, by the grace of the Lord and Guru, we'll get some understanding, some different view which makes us understand, really, yes, we are going in the right direction. And whatever we do, we want to go in the right direction. When we go in the wrong direction, somehow or another we have to find the route back and go all the way back. So we want to use our energy nicely.
Здесь вы поняли?
She understands clearly. And I'm happy to be able to speak in English directly. You know, you should try to look into this thing that the Chinese use. Because the Chinese, we were just now in Vrindavan with Goswami Maharaj and with many devotees there in Vrindavan. And there, the Chinese group are there. They have just a small USB, maybe not USB, Bluetooth earphone, something like this. And maybe 10 of them, each with this, and then one person has a microphone here and quietly translating. Hardly you understand that she's talking, but the microphone is there and they're all getting at the same time the translation.
That's a brilliant idea, but we don't have that much money.
I don't know, you don't have so much money, you have all sorts of expensive things.
I'm just personally not sure that Rasananda Prabhu will agree to buy all this.
Okay,
It is много людей было между собой связки, чтобы у них телефоны имели софт.
Sananda Prabhu says that a lot of people should be all chained, all have the same application on the phone and kind of stuff.
Просто нет коммуникации между большим количеством.
Because here we do not communicate that well.
But can you do that I described using the phone? One person like on the mobile phone you connect it and one person is speaking. Anyway, something, not now to go into all the technicalities, but it is definitely helpful. And then you see Goswami Maharaj is talking continuously, maybe not fast, but like we are talking, we're not talking very, very fast and saying many things all at the same time. We are talking slowly enough. And Goswami Maharaj is talking continuously, and all the Chinese, they are hearing at the same time. It is nice. That way we don't have to get half, otherwise really it is half. If we are talking in English gathering, we can just talk and it will flow. When you're talking and you have to say, the grass is green, the grass is green, the sky is blue, the sky is blue, then it's half the time of the message. And it may be that through the telephone you can do. It is quite possible.
It's easier to learn English.
No, but we cannot learn Chinese and Russian and Portuguese and Spanish and every other language is not possible. But it is good to know English because Gurudev, Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada all presented their teachings essentially in English. Yes, also some Bengali, some Sanskrit also, but in English they spoke directly. And Guru Maharaj is English, very precise, he was very careful. And Gurudev was careful about his English. And he would ask us the meaning of words. What is the difference between pale and faded? Two similar words. He wants to know. Understand the mood, the feeling behind it, the words. And he definitely careful to try to choose the right word. And in the written form, we have been with Gurudev for many, many hours with transcripts of his talks, etc. And he is going through and looking and saying, yes, but I could not find the word. There is a better expression. And so, step by step, especially in writing, then he is careful that it will come out expressed in the best way. He said, yes, I spoke it, but I wasn't able to find the expression I was looking for. So, he is the best editor of his own speaking. Just because he's saying something doesn't mean it has to be in writing in exactly the same way. And there is one book called Golden Reflections. And that book, if anybody sees the original recording from which the book was made, or recordings, and they see what came out, they say, oh, this is completely different than the recording. Yes, it is. Because Gurudev cancelled a whole section and rewrote a whole part. His own talk. But he said, yes, but better is like this. So English, it is good to know English if you use it for Krishna. If you don't use it for Krishna, what's the point of knowing anything, actually? And if we are going to translate into Ukrainian, we should try to translate from English to Ukrainian, not English that's been translated to Russian, that's been translated to Ukrainian. Every translation step is a opening for different conception to come through. And Goswami Maharaj says, every translation is I forget his exact word, but like interpretation. It has the color of who has translated. Maybe every translation is interpretation. It is possible. Unless it is something very clear, like the grass is green, the sky is blue. But for more subtle things, it is a different story. Bhakti Lalita is a good person to answer ladies' questions, if you have some questions like that. And you know, she does correspondence, she's quite contactable.
She has got Facebook account.
Are you asking me? Or
No, I'm stating.
Oh, you're stating.
She has got Facebook account, so everyone can write her a message on Facebook Messenger.
Okay, they're awesome.
Elizabeth Silver.
Yes.
Yes.
I actually need some...
But she's brahmacharini of this world, don't worry.
Bhakti
We are all of this world, in fact, so don't worry. And definitely she's approached with ladies' questions all the time. So don't...
Я так понимаю, что Бхакти Lalita, она была секретарем Говинды Махараджа.
As far as I understand, Bhakti Lalita was a secretary of Govinda Maharaj.
She was.
Была.
И я очень, какое-то такое настроение было, в принципе, счастья, что я на фестивале ее увидел.
Had a feeling of happiness to see her at the festival.
Потому что даже Мадхусудан Махарадж, он говорит, я не так хорошо, может быть, понимаю Говинду Махараджа.
I'm not so good at comprehending Govinda Maharaj.
Но я знаю, что если я хочу что-то
But I know if I want something
понять, я
to understand, if I want to understand something, I'll ask
Bhakti
Lalita, and
что она, тоже она чувствует и понимает.
because she feels and understands the mood of Gurudev.
Yes.
И она это переняла.
She got very good certificate from Gurudev. The Gurudev himself saying, oh, she understands what I want to say.
Сам Гурудев оставил очень хорошие отзывы о ней, утверждая, что она полностью понимает все, о чем говорит Шрила Говинда Махарадж.
So she is a good person to consult with.
И на фестивале я
And at the festival,
вот именно учтиво, посчастливилось как-то.
I was lucky enough
Создалась обстановка, и я
to get into a situation where I approached and paid my obeisances.
Но я так понял, что
But as far as I understood, Bhakti was
поняла.
surprised and didn't understand what I did. I'm just translating, excuse. I'm keeping the stylistics of.
Hare Krishna.
Там Аниндита и Надия, они сейчас подъезжают.
Аниндита и Надия are coming.
Pandita.
Anindita and Nadia Sundari.
Ah, okay. Yes.
То есть буквально они уже там на маршрутке.
Say they're somewhere really nearby coming.
Да. Они тут выйдут.
Yes, no problem. And we can sing something. What do you want to do? We are here together. Let us sing at least minimum of something. We will sing a little bit. And then do so we can say the four, these four Vandanam prayers, like selected, you can say Om Agyam Timarandasya, then Vanchakalpatrubhischa Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam, and then Namo Mahavaranyaya. These four verses, if you can especially get to know the meaning of what you're saying, they're very central and valuable for us as an invocation, if you like. Let us say that, and then one of you can sing. I've been singing today. One of you can sing Shri Guru Charana Padma. Arjuna, you can sing. So, Shri Guru Charana Padma. Anyway, we will say these four verses, starting with Om Agyana. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Om Agyana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Anmalitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Svarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvije Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then Shri Guru Charana Padma, you have?
Я могу дать.
Otherwise, we'll see.
I found.
You found, okay?
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevava Bhakti Sadma.
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma.
Guru
We don't have a mridanga, but you know, sometimes, sometimes it's used, you know, those tins, those empty tins that they put hot chocolate and things inside. We sit and play with.
Once we played on a 5-liter empty bottle, plastic.
Empty. Oh, that big.
We had Namahata with Manas at home, at my home, and I didn't have Mridanga.
Yeah.
And we had Karatals, so Manas took 5-liter bottle.
But they're good. That was a good sound. The big water bottle empty.
Was Devotos.
It was a good sound. If you didn't see it and you only heard it, it was actually quite good. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Кто переводить будет? Давайте ты.
Так его только откройте все.
А, они где, внизу? Где?
Не внизу уже.
Ну все.
Maharaj, I have maybe not a question, but something happened with me. Because of first maybe a few years of my trying to preaching, to say something to people, I was so sure about, I was in so sure mood, and I speaking, but now I'm inside I start to feel that really I don't understand deep this thing. And when I in a situation when I have to say something, people take it easy when they feel some insurance, sure speaking. But now I'm seeing inside me that I really have no deep in this thing. And when I start to say them about Krishna, I understand that who am I? I really can say that I something understand from it.
All right, but what are you sure about?
I'm sure about our spiritual masters.
Yes, exactly. So we are referring people, we are introducing people. Here are these spiritual masters. They have it. They are the real deal. They have got this conception, not only the conception, they can explain everything. They live it, they feel it, they are residents of that plane. Please, don't ignore that. We are only like the advertising sign or something. Say, come, give it a try. And so, we ourselves, we are actually incapable of presenting the substance because we have to have the substance to give it. Lord Brahma, he could not give immortality because he is not immortal. He could give so many boons, but not immortality. So the point is that our Gurudevs have it and they can give it. And they have that process of doing it too. So we are sure about our Gurudevs. And therefore we should try to be an advertisement, if you like, for them. We are chanting their glories, letting other people hear something of their qualities, so that the fortunate can recognize, oh, these are great personalities, exceptional persons. We should hear from them. And this is why, for instance, yesterday we gave a little emphasis to the audience about the golden volcano of divine love. Try to understand who is Gauranga through the teaching and lips of those who understand him deeply and fully. And we pray to be, whether we are or not, but we pray to be used by our gurus to help do what they are doing. In other words, we want people to come to hear their conception and then adjust their life for the better, knowing the advice that they are giving. So this is their mission to distribute that, and we are here to help them, if you like, if we are allowed that opportunity. We know who we are. We've all come from the fallen world without any Brahminical background and quality, etc., etc. But now in the West there are generations, now second generation, third generation coming along too, where people are born in the West, in devotee families. But that's not us. We're born, far away from this. But we've got introduced to it. And once we become a devotee, actually, then the past is all forgotten. And this is why we are not so happy when people are always asking, what did you do before you were devotee? What this, what this, what this? Because actually in India, we practically never discussed what did we do before. Never, almost. We are a devotee, we're in the temple. What are we doing now? What are we doing to help our spiritual masters, etc.? But we are from that plane where we can recognize something of the rarity, because we're especially from a place which means not India, where spiritual substance generally is very rare. I'm from Kenya. I was in Kenya, where it is very tribal, very meat-eating, very much, people with spears, and in the cities it's very much, the money and all the wrong things taking place in the cities. You would not expect to find anything there, but we find the books, we find some introduction, and from that introduction, by recognizing and trying to do automatically. If you hear, this is what surprises me. We tell people some very simple things, But why you meet a year later and they're still not vegetarian, even though you, to that particular person, maybe we're sitting, we have a long conversation, it seems like they understand about karma, about this, but still eating meat. You think, why? If you understand, oh yes, I won't kill the animal. Hare Krishna, welcome. If I understand, if you understand, oh, okay, killing the animal, that means something bad's going to happen to me. Why kill the animal? Especially when most people in the West know that it's more healthy to be vegetarian. So you're killing the animal ultimately for the satisfaction of the tongue. Then, if you put it in a simple equation, so I can get some satisfaction, and I am either killing the animal or somebody else is going to kill the animal for me. And then you explain this to people, they say, oh yes, I understand. And then you meet them a few months later and they're still eating meat. You think, okay, so what was the point of that conversation? The point of getting, it's like would be automatic. Yes, okay, then I shouldn't eat meat. Okay, stop eating meat.
Usually it's endless fighting and arguments.
Yes, but I'm talking about people, we do have good conversations. I can think of a person immediately, by the way. I can think of a person, we've had good conversations and still hasn't become a devotee. And yet that person, looking like they understand everything we say and the conversation's very positive. But then you think, well, why? You know all this and you still do these completely opposite things and don't chant Hare Krishna. But it is a puzzle. So, when we have, by some good fortune, recognized these things and then thought, okay, then it's a good idea to be vegetarian, it's a good idea to chant Hare Krishna, it's a good idea to be a devotee, then it's a good fortune. Again, it comes back to bhagya, fortune. If we are fortunate, then we can proceed. Hare Krishna! Welcome, welcome.
I'm gonna check girls.
You're going to do what?
Check girls.
Check girls.
Check girls.
She's going to check girls. Okay, you check girls.
Maharaj, I heard many very practical things in your lecture, and one of them was now is the best moment.
Yes, and that's from Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj making this point. Guru Maharaj says so many practical things, and so this is something that Guru Maharaj also very much saying. Now is important for us. The past is the past. You cannot change the past, you can't just brood on the good past or regret a bad past. Now is the time, and in the future, we don't even know what's going to be tomorrow actually. We've all seen road accidents, we've all seen people smashed up and everything like that. These things can happen to anybody, any moment of any day practically. Not only that, people fully healthy and then suddenly you get a call, oh, such and such is on his deathbed. 2 weeks ago he was healthy. Look at Ramai Prabhu in America. I was with him, sharing the same veranda with him. We are talking with each other 2 weeks before he died. And then suddenly, then find, okay, when your time has come, your time has come. So we cannot trust the future at all. But the present is in our hand. So maybe I have said that in some talk we've given, but this is coming from Guru Maharaj. With substance. From Guru Maharaj it is coming with substance. But we feel it also. We feel the necessity, like urgency. Things, there is some urgency, like an emergency. To put our house in order means our consciousness, our direction that we are going, to put that in order, and to know that we're going to our happy family, our caring family. We are, as Guru Maharaj says, we are not going to some foreign land, we are in a foreign land. We're in the foreign land of birth and death. We're going to our home, sweet home. where Krishna is at the center. And how do we do that? By putting our energy to Nitai and Gauranga. We cannot go to Krishna directly. We are following the line, the directives of Mahaprabhu and Nityananda to make our journey to Krishna successful. They are distributing Krishna. And Guru Maharaj gives that example that if we put our energy to Mahaprabhu's seva, we will find automatically that deposit of our energy has reached Vrindavan. And he says something like the bank. You can put your money in the bank here and you can withdraw it in Odessa or something like this. And so when we put our energy to the service of Mahaprabhu, who has come to distribute Radha and Krishna, we will find ourselves automatically that, oh, now I've been given some recommendation for entrance here within the service of Radha and Krishna. So again, this is a wealth, because if we go to India, we can see in India so many people apparently devoted to Radha Krishna, but you say anything about Mahaprabhu and Nityananda, they have no understanding of Nitai and Gauranga. So then you see they are still on their way to coming to get the connection of Nitai and Gauranga, who are distributing Radha Krishna's connection and service. So when we look broadly, we can say, oh, so many people are religious, praying to God. Then we narrow it down, but out of them only some, then you'll find, but many, they are worshipping Krishna, they're worshipping Govinda. We've just been in Jaipur, in India, where really impressive for Mangalati. How many people come? Thousands of people for 4:30 in the morning. 4:30 in the morning, they're coming. Maybe at that time, I don't know how many, maybe 1,500 people. Really, like 1,500 is probably the amount that's in front of the deities at that time. And then, from then continuously, for the next 2 hours, it is full of people coming in after the arti is finished, doing their parikramas and prayers, and then going to work. So you can say thousands of people, they are worshipping Krishna, they got the Krishna conception, Bhagavad Gita, etc. But then we narrow it down. Out of them, how many have got any connection in the line of Gauranga and Nityananda, Nitai Gaura? Then it gets narrowed down more. Then in the narrowing process, then we come to so many Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Out of them, who is capturing like just the sadhana part or the substance part, the seva part, the what type of seva. Each level it's getting narrower and narrower. And then we're coming to Guru Maharaj and to Gurudev and to this fine line. Out of all of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, how many are recognizing and able to come within that narrow but most like the substantial current that's come down through Saraswati Thakur to Guru Maharaj to Gurudev to the present day. So we have all got that good fortune. We landed on our feet when we fell out of the aeroplane. Somehow or another we have survived so many things. And as Guru Maharaj says, this is the culmination of previous lives, some fortune to come to us. So we could have been doing so many things for so many lifetimes. So now we are here and we should utilize our present time carefully. Because how often will we get this chance? It doesn't get any better than this, put it that way. So now we've got our lottery ticket, we've got the winning number. We should now not just waste that lottery ticket. We say, oh yes, my number's come up. So not to wait until tomorrow to cash it in or to think, oh, later. No, now is our time. And Gurudev was very much of the nature of do things now. Something needs to be done, it will be done now. And we were talking earlier today about the installation of Mahaprabhu in the Koikali temple in Calcutta. And that time, then devotees are saying, oh Gurudev, we can install the deities when the temple is made. But Gurudev, no, we're not going to wait until the temple is made. Now we will install the deities. The Lord's temple will come, but we want to do now. We want to do everything in the present time, because it is good to do. What is good to do, doing as soon as possible. And what is not good but necessary to do, you delay as much as possible. This also from the teaching of Guru Maharaj, of Gurudev, and quoting Ramachandra's advice, which came from Ravana. And Gurudev was very much that, and Guru Maharaj also. Wait and see applies to when something looks very adverse and inauspicious, everything else. Don't do anything hastily. Wait and see what is the descending will of the Lord. Then do that. Not you're going to do nothing. But don't do anything hastily. The phone rings, this happens, and hastily do something. No, you wait and see. And Gurudev had told how many times that has proved so successful for him. And what has always proved successful for him. And he's been in so many really crazy circumstances with the world. Humility, tolerance, giving honor to others. He said, in my life's experience, I see this is the only way to proceed. There is no other way. Aggression invites aggression. It is the law of nature. Assertion invites assertion. But humility, tolerance, tolerate, give honor to others. What loss is it to give honor? There is some goodness everywhere, in everybody. The Lord is in everyone, everywhere. Give honor. Let the world go on. We want to focus on better things than anything even good of this world. Krishna says, be selfless. That is very good for everyone, to use your energy. You have, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, you have the right to do your work, to do your duty, but no right to the result. We are not tradesmen. We are going to do something, only I am going to get a result. I must have the result. No. We use our energy, and in general, we will encourage everybody to do selfless activity. But then, step by step, what is the greatest selflessness is to do things for Krishna, for the Lord. Use our energy for the Lord. And how to do that? This has been given by Mahaprabhu. Chant Hare Krishna. Use your time, use your consciousness, use this. Chant Hare Krishna with devotees. Satisfy the Lord in this way and distribute about Krishna. Whoever you speak to, talk to them about Krishna, talk to them about Mahaprabhu. Try to share that wealth that has come. This is how the whole of India became under the wave of Mahaprabhu's chanting of the holy names. When Mahaprabhu went to South India, when he went to Vrindavan, came back from Vrindavan, and then every day people who see him, they become devotees, then who sees them become devotees, who sees them become devotees, and then the country becomes inundated. So we mustn't let the ball stop with us. We've got the ball, but we've got to keep it going. And you all know perfect English, don't you? Yes.
I'm streaming you live.
Pretty much. But you follow what? I'm trying to use simple words also. Not too many.
I'm streaming you live.
You are streaming me live, my. From our room here upon only the 3rd floor. We don't get a lot of exercise when we come up.
Lalita Didi from Orsk and Orsk Yatra says Dandavats to you, and Ananda Lila Didi, Goswami Maharaj's disciple, says thank you for the warm words of guidance right now.
Hare Krishna. Happily, we are with you all happily, whoever is listening, whoever is watching, and we know in this day and age that what is taking place somewhere, it readily can be understood all over the world. But it is also true that from the previous time, then the sages and those who are clean in heart, they can understand what is happening in other places without any iPhone or Samsung or anything else. So, as Guru Maharaj says, everything that happens is recorded in the ether. And we want to make ourselves as a recipient for the good things that are in the ether for our benefit. And this way, Srila Gurudev, he liked the example, he used it a lot in the earlier days, that we should make ourselves into a good receiver, like a radio. And on the radio you can tune into garbage, you can tune into all sorts of things, but you can tune in to fine things. So we make ourselves selective to tune in to the good things which are out there. Not only good things, but the best things. And the other thing is that Krishna Sankirtan, the Sankirtan movement is putting into the ether the very duty, the very purpose of the human life in the age of Kali Yuga. So the Sankirtan is, as Guru Maharaj says, there is something we know about pollution that pollutes everywhere. Sankirtan is the opposite. From the Sankirtan comes a purification of everywhere. So by the glorification of the name, by remembering the devotees, by remembering Gaura Hari, remembering Nityananda, by chanting, then this is going all around. We know it is affecting those who can directly hear, but it's going into the ether and affecting so many. And in this day and age we understand it with no wires, no cables, that just by being in a room, then anywhere in the world, this sound vibration also is going. So we always want, whether there's a phone in front of us or not, we want to be aware that what we do affects the environment. And the more there can be Hare Katha, the more the environment will be stabilized, it will be auspicious.
So Larita Didi says that they are waiting for you in Orsk.
Aha! Well, Srila Avadut Maharaj this time was hoping that I could come to Russia. I'm also very happy to come, but I explained to Avadut Maharaj that unless he can make one extra month in the year, give us one more month in the year, it won't be possible for me to come this year. So please excuse. But I did go earlier in the year to Russia. But Orsk we've not been able to come to for a while. I wonder how much snow is in Orsk now. Quite a lot.
She will write right now, I think. Раш спрашивает, сколько снега сейчас в Орске.
Hare Krishna. And with these phones and things we can also say, oh, do you believe in satellites? You know how you can say, oh, I can't see the satellite and everything else, but we can see the effect of satellites. And how is it that we've got our phones and we can see wherever we are from the satellite? Even in the aeroplane, you can see where you are, just from a regular hand phone. I'm amazed that works. So, by the evidence we can say, yes, some satellites are up there somewhere. The scientists who know about satellites, they know. So the scientists who know about Krishna, they know. So we want to connect with the scientists who know about Krishna.
Pritaji says today they had so much snow that hardly cars can move.
We empathize with you, we have sympathy for your circumstance. But here is -5 I saw on the phone just before.
-3.
Is it well, Google said -5. We're sitting in the warmth here, I have to say. We're actually quite warm with our sleeves rolled up t-shirts. Anyhow, Gaura Hari, Nityananda, to know the gift that they have brought and to be able to connect with that gift. This is the most valuable thing. And how to connect with that? Through the devotees. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has made everything very clean and clear. And who knows Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's teachings the best? In the time of Saraswati Thakur, as well as after Saraswati Thakur's disappearance, then Guru Maharaj was unanimously the one who captured what is being presented by Srila Saraswati Thakur. And Guru Maharaj himself, he said, all the devotees at the time when he was called by Saraswati Thakur before he passed away to sing Sri Rupa Manjari Pada, then he said the devotees there, they said, oh Guru Maharaj, that Srila Guru Maharaj means Saraswati Thakur, he's saying my Guru Maharaj, Srila Saraswati Thakur, they are saying that they have posted me in the, within the Rupa Nuga group, that section of Rupa Manjari in the highest plane. But Guru Maharaj said, but rather I feel I was posted as the guardian of that plane. Is this prasadam time? So I was posted as the guardian of that plane. And it's under that guardian that we have got our conception and our shelter to the present day. So it is a very wonderful opportunity. And whether we are in deep snow or, as we know right now, devotees are in the heat. In Australia now it is the summer time, and we know Australia is one giant desert, or practically desert in the middle. And we've got devotees in different places in Australia. And devotees are in cities, devotees are in the countryside. Wherever we are, our focus, our unifying connection is that of Nitai and Gauranga, and that opportunity of service to them through our Guru Parampara, our Guru Varga, the Vaishnavas who are serving the Guru Varga. So it is a great opportunity for us.
Ребята в онлайне, если у вас есть вопросы, задавайте. Пишите сюда, я спрошу. I'm asking guys online whether they have questions to ask them, to type them, and I'll ask you.
I'm not sure of our program this evening. It appears that Prasadam Seva is our program this evening, and I'm afraid we won't be able to share that over the internet. Hare Krishna. Well, I don't even know, what is the time now? 8 o'clock or something?
Ну, мы думаем сейчас...
Oh, 8:44.
Посетить просадом и потом продолжить еще.
We've been sitting here chatting away for 1 hour 45 minutes. Actually, since 7 o'clock. So I think we're taking a break for prasadam. We'll honor the prasad, and then we can also say anything informally over prasadam, and afterwards also we are here. I am here for you.
Jai Srila Bhakti Ranджан Мадхусудан Махарадж ki.
Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Bhakti Rakok Sri Hare Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Santa Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Bhaga ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Vrinda ki Jai. Sri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Jai Om Hare Om. Prasadam Sevam. Sit on the happy mat. Sit on my happy.